know for a fact I'm a fucking good coach. The best that ever is in Nepal's MMA ma chai. Show me one coach in Nepal who can do it all in MMA. I'll wait, bro. I'll wait all fucking day. And show me who's taken a fighter to like one championship, won. I've had friends who fell in love, this, that, lost all passion in life, lost all drive in life. And they were more driven than I ever was. I was like, what the fuck? This is what happens if you fall in love? Resources we could have given to someone else. You took it off for a month plus. And yeah, you are a good fighter, but you're a fucking snake is what you are. Instagram ko yo hamro Nepali influencer hरुले त्यो repost गरिरहेको हुन्छ. That's all sympathy, fake ass Miss Nepal fucking like morality मेरो चाहिँ ठीक छ है खालके त्यो हुन्छ नि क्या. Reject NWC बाट हारेको के फाइटरहरुलाई आइ त तिमीहरुलाई हामी अर्को प्लेटफर्म दिन्छु भनेर ग्यासलाइट गरेर प्रो फाइट के त्यो एमेच्योर पनि हैन प्रोज खेलाउनु. Fucking risky bro, they'll die man, these amateur people.
2 years ago, I discovered one of the juiciest burgers in town, served by Tease Your Palate. And guess what? I'm thrilled to announce that they're sponsoring this video. And they've also opened a sister venture by the name Sicily by Tease. With the same service and with the same quality, they're serving you some delicious pizzas. All the details will be down in the description. Make sure to check them out.
3, 2, 1. So welcome on to the show, Diwiz bhai.
Thanks
once
man.
again.
Thank you bro. Like I must say your studio चाहिँ big upgrade भएछ since the last time I was here and yeah thank you for
हल्का-फुल्का अब गरे अब हुन त तर I wanted अस्ति नै खासमा मलाई गर्नु थियो के तपाईसँग.
हजुर I'm so sorry, let me just explain myself. ल त्यो टाइममा के भयो थियो भने you wanted to have a sit but like there was 1001 things happening at the same time. I just could not like find a time where I can really be in a peace. Like right now I can really talk to you, right? I had 1001 things in my head going work wise, Rabindra wise. So I was like, I think I really want to go, but I think I should hold back a little bit. And when the time is beach, like right now, you know, and the minute and I didn't want to be like again like bro now is the time that I was just hoping you would like you know invite me again, and the minute I was like say less bro, let's do it. Yeah, just thank you bro, I appreciate it. And I time and again YouTube shorts ma pani timo tyo episode ko shorts haru airako आउँछ के, and I'm like fuck, that was fun episode, right?
So मैले चाहिँ खासमा सतीश दाइको हेरिरहेको थिएँ कि पडकास्ट, अनि त्यति बेलामा सुन्दै बसिरहेको थिएँ. अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ तपाईँले भनेको थियो कि यु वान स्टार्ट हुन्छ नि डु समथिङ फर द एमएमए भनेर त्यो पडकास्टमा भनेको थिएँ कि मैले त्यो क्लिप चाहिँ भेटाउन सकिनँ होइन, तर त्यसमा चाहिँ युआर लाइक आई वान्टेड डु समथिङ. अनि नाउ हुन्छ नि द्याट दिस एनडब्ल्युसी 4 है 4th we're doing this 4th होइन
28 September ma, yeah.
28
LOD,
September,
lot of the damned ones I would say, like I mean a lot of drinks.
So I think you've come a long way, to be honest.
Long way I don't think so, to be honest. My personal I'm like people tell us, my team and I, that we have come a long way, but I don't know if I'm a pessimist or something like that. I don't think we have come a long way, honestly. We're just starting and there's a lot of challenges.
So तपाईले कहिले कहिले like what's the timing of every new NWC event go normally?
I just try and feel the pulse of the Nepalese fighters. Right, like you know it's NWC, it stands for Nepal Warriors Championship, right? It does not make sense for us to host a fight, and even it does not make sense for this growing MMA community in Nepal to bring 2 foreigners and make them fight in the main event like that, and in the name of MMA. For me to gather people ko interest, Nepalese people, Nepali people all over the world, Nepali speaking people all over the world ko interest jagaunu cha bhane, I have to make sure there are fighters who are worthy of people paying money and watching. Like Rabindra, let's just say right now, right? He's the only one people I think is in that bracket where people are willing to pay decent money to watch live, and even on YouTube Premium or YouTube my bhanum na. So I see who's ready to fight, and a calendar year my target is at least 3 for now, for the next let's say a couple of years. Barsama 3 alik major shows, and other minor shows गर्ने plan चाहिँ छ and we are well on target with that. वर्षमा 3टा to 4टा show भनौँ न.
So while you were scouting for fighters, and how surprised were you? Because मैले तपाईँले देखेको थिएँ, you and Rabindra Dai were like सट्टा लाएर बसेर, it was like a proper हुन्छ नि scouting खालको हो के. So how surprised were you when people showed up अनि हुन्छ नि उनीहरूको skills देखायो?
Pretty damn surprised, man. To be honest, I went in with a very low expectation. Of course, I'm not talking about skills. Like skills, I know like people lack skills, especially the grappling part in MMA, right? In Nepal, it's lacking tonne. But people who came, they came from striking background like boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, karate, taekwondo background, but I are willing to learn and try their trade in MMA. Testo keraketiहरु आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ I was like, damn, there's a really good crop of guys and girls or teenagers to early 20s who want to learn jiu-jitsu, grappling, wrestling, and have an overall game skill set for MMA भनौँ न. अन्त त्यो देखेपछि it was kind of encouraging त्यसपछि, and that is where we stand out. That's our target mission statement. हाम्रो त्यही हो के हाम्रो टिमको. We have, it's not just about doing the major shows in LOD or some big venue or some party palace or Chaya Center, this, that. Like, that's not our only goal. Our goal is to, like you said, attack the grassroots. So it's not just me and Rabindra, it's Mahendra Dai, Sanjay. We have a team actually. Sunny. We traveled outside Kathmandu to Pokhara, Damak, Siliguri ko यताउताको फाइटरहरु आएर. We are really rookies भनौँ न. रुकिजहरुलाई चाहिँ हामीले अति नै खोजिरहेछ के. You meet us halfway, trust me, we'll be there if you meet us halfway. So त्यो message हामी गर्दै send deliver गर्दै थियो and people reciprocated मजाले. First, यो हाम्रो Warriors series भन्ने हो ल. Let me just quickly run you through. यो Saturday चाहिँ Warriors series को season 2 हो के. Warriors series 1 was such a success that we felt like we have to do a season 2. So Warriors series basically त्यही मैले अघि भनेको. So rookiesहरुलाई audition screening मा बोलायो and look at their skills, their personality, their willingness to learn. And depending on that, we break them down into teams, train them for 5 to 6 weeks in a closed camp, and make them fight in a tournament style. And the winner gets money and a chance to fight in the bigger LOD kind of venue. So, the cream always rises to the top, you know. There's this saying, right? So we cannot deny these guys and girls the opportunity to rise to the top. So Rabindra, it's already established. He's a professional fighter with 8 professional fights. That's like, he's just 24-year-old. Like, he's already set in a way. You know, Boli Goyera, even if he moves on, he's set. But there's a whole bunch of crop of Nepalese fighters coming behind him, aspiring to be like him, you know. And there's a huge gap with Rabindra and the rest of people we are. So my goal right now is to bridge that gap as much as I can, and I'm not scared of the hard work again.
While watching your vlog, when you guys were in Thailand, I know you said that you don't really have a lot of time to actually we're just like focusing on the goal, but once you look back, one championship journey, how do you reflect on it?
Amazing, bro. I never in my world, like never in my life thought before I hit 30, I'm gonna be, me and my team, we're gonna be in one championship. That's like crazy. But I don't have time to sit back and rest on my laurels and celebrate yet. So मैले खासै सोचेकै छैन. किनभने I feel I'll get old one day and I'll sit back and reflect. Now I don't have the time or that mental mindset to look back a couple of years back and start celebrating, start having parties, you know, trying to puff our chest out and try to say we are the shit and that. Like, it's already done.
Watching the culture there, what do you want to bring? Keko kura चाहिँ you want to bring back to Nepal?
Good question. What do I want to bring back? I want to bring back respect, damn it. Like, That's number one. I want to bring back respect from people outside who are really immersed in that game of MMA, whatever facet it is.
So कतिको organized थियो? How was everything management अनुसार अनि
Bro, it's like, okay, if UFC is NBA, one championship is the Spanish league in terms of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Europe man basketball tulo छ.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're playing at the Doncic level, but the next level is always UFC for every fighter. So for an Asian fighter to be in one championship and get your story written there, go win there, go compete there with the best of the best, it's crazy. Like, I don't know if people can even fathom what Rabindra has accomplished. But like I said, we are not celebrating it. Like, it's alright. It's just a milestone now. Milestone to bigger things, greater things. So
entertainment stand of point मा नि हैन, do you want to त्यहाँबाट जस्तै कि you want to bring here to Nepal in terms of how people watch the events?
Yeah, for sure. In a perfect world, I want it to be free for everybody on TV or online. But people need to know that we incur a lot of costs when we're holding up a fight here. We have no backing. Me and my team, we don't have no backing from big investors or like, for me and my team, paying the fighters is the number one thing. Even before we pay anybody else, fighters should be paid on the night of the fight after they fight. You know what I'm saying? So we have lived up to that. Ask the fighters, they'll tell you it's not my job to blow our own trumpet, right? So how much they get paid, whatever, that's afne ab detail chutai tyo ta I can't disclose. But for me, fighters' pay has to reflect their effort. Yes, promoting them chutai sa. Promoting is one, paying them is different. So we equally invest in promoting a fighter, telling his or her story, and paying him or her equally. There are some promotions in Nepal or even in the world that will tell you, हामीले तँलाई promote गर्दै, that was the currency we paid you in types. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's bullshit. You know what I think? That's bullshit. No, shut the fuck up. Like, pay the fighters first. So we do that, and consistently. I believe in consistency. There might come a few local organizations who want to do that. They might pay them more than us, but show me consistent work over years where you have consistently paid, then I'll take you seriously.
In terms of venue, कतिको गाह्रो छ?
Insanely गाह्रो छ नि. There's no proper venue in Nepal. I'm hearing some rumblings about some people trying to build a privately owned sports arena, त्यो काम हुन सक्ने venue. But up until that happens, you know, I mean, there's no good venue at all to hold 1,000. Trust me, Rabindra now can sell thousands of tickets live, but we don't have the infrastructure. Fucking hell, like, football is more famous in Nepal than MMA. हाम्रो फुटबलको दशरथ रङ्गशालाको स्टेट त देख्यौ, MMA त अब आफ्टर लाइफको कुरा हो भनौँ न. So there's no venue. What venue?
I think management को पनि problem थियो त्यो फुटबलकोमा चाहिँ.
I don't want to dive into someone else's story, but that's not my story to tell. But यस्तो हेर्दाखेरि फुटबलको त यस्तो भइरहेछ हैन, international footballers are coming and spitting on, I mean, rightfully so, but MMA ko ta छैन. We have to do like LOD ma, where people get drunk and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I wish there was a just sports को लागि dedicated arena where basketball पनि हुने अनि gallery पनि मजाले हुने, which is privately owned, not government owned हुन्छ नि. So त्यो छैन हैन. अब LOD in some way त्यो gallery type छ नि त, and screens छ, lights छ, and LOD has been pretty nice to us to a certain extent to help us like do our thing there, and yeah, I mean, for now it's LOD.
अनि हामीलाई त अब if we see football, if we see basketball, we know ideal खालको stadium कस्तो चाहिन्छ हैन. MMA को लागि चाहिँ कस्तो खालको ideal stage चाहिन्छ अथवा कस्तो खालको how many people should it hold खालको?
नेपालमा अहिले current मा?
No, in the future maybe
at least let's say 8 to 10,000 people
So it's different in terms of how it's made.
Party palace जस्तो हुँदैन के, you need a view like a Colosseum जस्तो चाहिन्छ के to bring that gladiator feeling के. UFC हेरेछ त.
Yeah.
One championship हेरौँ त्यस्तै छ, stadium everyone is like seated and बिचमा cage हुन्छ अनि screenहरु पनि हुन्छ माथि, and it's like a insane, like you go watch fights live once, you've watched, right?
Yeah.
It's a insane experience, right? So त्यसलाई personalize र magnify र amplify गर्नुको लागि we need a proper production team also के. So we do have a proper production team like Mahendra Dai, Sisan bro, all these guys behind the scene, they work, you know, in telling the fighters' stories through their own efforts and mediums.
So in terms of how you guys do your promotion, and I think that's one of your strong suits, because मैले अब basketballको players-हरुसँग कुरा गरेछु, boxers-हरु पनि कुरा गरेछु, mostly it's they're struggling के, in terms of अब आफै promotion नि गर्नुपर्छ, आफै fight नि खेल्नुपर्छ, आफै tournament पनि host गर्नुपर्छ खालको.
We are, sorry to cut you off, we are in the business obviously of fighting, but beside that I look at it as we're in a business of star building. You need to build a star. Once you have one household name, people just flock. And this is like trial and tested method, okay? Like paila dekhi ne. So you need to build a star. Like there are stars throughout history, you know, like one warrior that people can get behind. Like you can start from Achilles, the Troy ko time dekhin, like till modern time, like Khabib, Conor, like people can polarizing characters. Either they love you or hate you. If they're feeling, they should love you or hate you. If there's anything in middle, then you're not doing it well. So my job as a promoter is to make sure you're a polarizing character. If you're humble, genuinely just stay humble, be yourself. I'm not there trying to say like be like someone else. Like Rabindra, he doesn't talk much, but there's some aura about him that transcends everything. His story, wherever he's come from, wherever he's going. Whereas there are other fighters that can talk, they can be brash, at the same time they can walk their talk, which is good. You gotta capture that and make sure the world sees that too. So you gotta be two ends of the spectrum, but anything in between, like you are neither here nor there, why should people give a fuck about you? So त्यो एस्पेक्टमा चाहिँ हामीले प्रमोट गर्नु खोज्छ जुन चाहिँ आई थिंक कसैले गर्दैन.
I think even if we see traditionally, American media has really been good in terms of telling stories about fighters, about Muhammad Ali को भनौं कि those people उनीहरूले जसरी बोल्छ नि उनीहरूले पोर्ट्रे गर्न चाहिँ खतरा लाग्छ के. That's what riles up us to watch हुन्छ नि. अब अहिलेको maybe Tyson र उसको होला Jake Paul को होला हैन. Maybe अब हामीले
polarizing, you either like Jake Paul or you hate him. Like you are not like indifferent हुनै सक्दैन. If you really about like boxing, if you like boxing, either like him or hate him. You can be like whatever. Like I haven't heard anybody say whatever. Like.
So उनीहरूको त्यो के भन्छ इभन त्यो बिफोर द सो उनीहरूको जुन चाहिँ प्रेस कन्फरेन्स हुन्छ नि त्यो पनि एकदम रमाइलो छ. अनि यहाँको अब बक्सिङको इन टर्म्स अफ प्रेस कन्फरेन्स इट्स जस्ट कसैले देखेकै छैन कि त्यो अझै गर्नै बाँकी छ खालको कुरा के. अनि इन टर्म्स अफ आई वान्ट टु सिफ्ट दिस टु अब हाम्रो एसोसिएसन होइन. आई डोन्ट नो अ लट अबाउट इट, तर कस्तो छ, हाउ हेज एसोसिएसन इन टर्म्स अफ एमएमए को के छ अनि वाट डु यु सी द फ्युचर अहिले चाहिँ?
टु बी अनेस्ट, completely honest, मलाई खासै थाहा छैन. I try to stay away from these things. Like the commission, the association, like there's a lot of politics that goes behind it. It's not a secret. People want to be part of it and try to have a say in what the sport direction should go towards, to what the fighters should go, what, you know what I'm saying, which tournaments you represent Nepal. I have no idea, dude. But what I know is, I know for a fact my fighters, I wouldn't say my fighters, lock and roll fighters deserve to represent Nepal in Asian Games or this or that. But we haven't had the chance. There were some other fighters, I think there was some kind of thing. I don't understand. I try to stay away from it.
तर मैले किन सोधेँ भन्दाखेरि when you के भन्छ bring these kinds of fights हैन, त्यो गर्दाखेरि गभर्मेन्टले डज इट रिक्वायर यु टु हेभ लाइक अ एसोसिएसन खालको
Yeah, there are some associations coming up.
त्यो दर्ता गर खालको भन्नु बिफोर एनडब्ल्युसी लाइक दर्ता गर भन्छ
दर्ता अब लोकल अलिक ग्रे एरिया हो यो खासमा भन्ने. There is no proper association established as of yet right now. There are a bunch of other associations trying to, other martial art associations, karate, Muay Thai, all these people that I don't know personally.
So you guys don't really have to be associated.
No, we do have to keep a certain like relation with them. But I, as personally, right, I don't mingle with them much because their job is something else. I'm busy with coaching fighters. I'm busy with making the best fights. I'm busy with promoting NWC. I'm busy with other shit. I don't have time to go play politics with a bunch of people like in some meeting or something. And where I know I'm not invited there too for some reason. I don't want to go into that. You know, I know for a fact I'm not invited in those meetings because I just don't feel welcome. And regardless of me and my team, we feel like we are not invited in that party. Like so, I let my partner Mahendra Dai, let him handle and represent NWC and lock and roll with these people.
Because मैले चाहिँ बास्केटबलमा चाहिँ के छ भने टु होस्ट यस्तो खालको टुर्नामेन्ट्स होइन यु गाट बी यु त्यो लेख्नुपर्छ कि मेबी ऊ लिनुपर्छ के भन्छ त्यसलाई अनुमति लिनुपर्छ एन्ड देन ओन्ली यु क्यान इस्टाब्लिस दिस
Bro, to be honest, I don't know any of this government related politics. That's you have to ask my partner with that. He represents us, our interests. That's ma. But there are other people who are trying. अहिलेसम्म officially चाहिँ भए छैन. Full on try चाहिँ भइरहेछ. To be honest, people who are not even in part of any combat sports are also in that part of the commission, the association. I was like, this is not serious. This is confusing, too confusing. Like, and me as a founder of Lock and Roll and NWC, I cannot be a part of an association. Then it becomes biased. I have to distance myself as much as I can from the government politics part of it, you know. I'm good with them. I'm like, kudos, like good luck, do whatever the needfuls are, you know, the government part. But I'm not the right person to ask. Tomorrow, I don't know. I haven't had any relation with them as of yet. But tomorrow, if they want to help us NWC and understand my vision, our vision as a team, whatever we're trying to do, and back us, I would love them. But tomorrow they might just come and try and be a hurdle or hindrance and not let us take off as well. So I don't know what to feel because I don't have any opinion right now. Like so.
मेरो अर्को एउटा साथीले चाहिँ के सोधेको थियो भन्दाखेरि अब if it's a combat sports नि त तर it's risky हैन. So
no risk no reward, son.
So fightersहरूलाई in terms of केही भयो भने अब if in terms of let's suppose touch wood it doesn't happen तर भन्नाले in terms of if they lose their life के हुन्छ भनेर चाहिँ सोधेको थियो के खासमा.
So that is where हाम्रो job as NWC चाहिँ is to make sure it's safe. Right? नेपालमा अहिले कोही राम्रो रेफ्री छैन. Referee is super important. Referee intervention कहिले गर्छ matters a lot. So every time we bring बाहिरबाट referees, the best we can get.
So
referee is super important. He should understand. He should be an ex-fighter. He should understand the game, every facet of MMA. I cannot put a Muay Thai referee in MMA. What the fuck is happening, guys? Right? So for these pro fights, we are bringing referees from outside who are trained killers themselves. They understand. They have the grasp of that. They're not taken back by that moment. So that's number one. And all these come from our own pocket, yo. Like, there's nobody, like, backing us up, right? Let that be known. Ani, अर्को कुरा भयो, insurance छ. Any damage go. Every fighter लाई हामीले insurance, Sisan insurance सँग last time we working, I don't know, अब next कोसँग हुन्छ. अनि हाम्रो दुईटा फाइटमा दुईजनाको nasty नाक भाँचिसक्यो कि. So BNB hospital, या lifeline, यस्तो अब medical partnersहरू छ. Straight away we take them to the hospital, get their nose surgery गर्ने हो कि CT scan गर्ने हो कि X-ray गर्ने हो कि we leave no stone unturned. Thank you for asking, man. I don't want to say it myself, but thank you for asking. And then couple of incidents, boys. So we have had to take. I've seen one guy get knocked out, right? And he has reached hospital and he still hasn't. He's awake, but he doesn't know what happened. So he's continuously. He's in concussion, boy. He's asking like, "Ke bhayo malai?" When we tell him he got knocked out, we're in the hospital and now calm down. And his nose is across his face, okay. And again, 5 minutes plus he asked the same question. And the worst part is his parents are there right in front of me. His dad is there. And I am the one who made the fight, right? And I'm like, damn, what is this sport? What have I got myself into, you know, like. But his dad just came up to me and put a hand on my shoulder and he's like, bro, don't worry, like, son, don't worry about it. That's the game he chose. That's the consequences. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. We understand. So I was like, okay, snap back, right? And obviously he got paid for his fight, and all the hospital expenses were covered, like, and stuff.
I think first म गएको फर्स्ट जसो एनडब्ल्युसीमा त्यस बेलामा त बाङ बाङ हान्यो त्यसपछि के भयो थाहा छैन एभ्रिथिङ वाज लाइक त्यो ठ्याक्क छेप्यो अनि चाहिँ निस्किँदाखेरि त he had के भन्छ त्यसलाई
I mean, that was a little unnecessary, to be honest. Like, that neck brace was not necessary. The medical team is amateur, okay? They don't know, right? They panic, they fucking bring stretcher unnecessarily. Now, God, boy, first things first, you need to let the fighter sit up first before bringing the stretcher or something. You need to knock out, boy. See, Mathi, ekchin boss, ubinum dinu hundaina ke. Boss era ekchin. Fighter let him, like, get him back, bring the coach. Doctor heru मात्रै कोच एउटा फर्मिलर भोइस पनि चाहिन्छ के नकआउट हुँदाखेरि अब म पर्सनली त भएको छैन तर यस्तो हेर्दाखेरि डक्टरहरू मात्रै त्यहाँ हभरिङ अराउन्ड ट्राइङ टु मार्केट देयर फकिङ लाइक हस्पिटलको लोगो जस्तो लाइक त्यो नेसेसरी छैन कि जस्ट एक दुईजना डक्टर जस्ट चेक देम एन्ड बिस्तारै एस्कर्ट गरेर बाहिर ल्याएन त्यो स्ट्रेचरहरू अब ल्याउनु पर्ला एट सम पोइन्ट तर त्यति बेला नेसेसरी थिएन नेक ब्रेस के अरे त्यो CPR machine. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, it's not that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying?
तर के भन्छ even though त्यति बेला चाहिँ even though the fighters were cocky, the coach was like जुन चाहिँ रिप्रेजेन्ट गरेर थियो नि he was very respectful पछि चाहिँ ऊ गरेर सबैलाई थ्याङ्क यू भनेर आई थिङ्क डाइनामिक सबै म त भयो कि आई थिङ्क त्यो एउटा पनि वाज भेरी हुन्छ नि बिकज एभ्रिबडी वाज लाइक नेपाल हजुर ए हुन्छ जानु ल सो त्यति बेला चाहिँ एभ्रिबडी वाज लाइक नेपाल 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 भन्नुपर्छ तर एट द सेम टाइम अरू इन्डिया जुन चाहिँ इन्डियन टिम्सहरू इन्डियन प्लेयर्सहरू चाहिँ उनीहरूको पनि वाज लाइक भेरी गुड हुन्छ नि पर्फर्मेन्स जस्तो लाग्यो त्यति बेला
त्यो इभेन्टमा आई वाज सुपर ह्याप्पी अबाउट द क्राउड म्यान द्याट क्राउड अनेस्टली भन्दाखेरि अति सेलेक्टेड क्राउड थियो क्या टिकट्स जो पाइ त्यसलाई थिएन वी डिडन्ट सेल एनी टिकट्स इट वाज अल इन्भाइट ओन्ली सो प्रिटी एजुकेटेड क्राउड unruly thena. They didn't jeer, they didn't say dhoti, all that shit. Like, people were drinking and stuff, but everyone was super like mazak, well mannered, you know. And त्यसपछि bro, I know that fight you're talking about because I was the other losing coach, right? So that was the first time one of my fighters got so brutally knocked out right in front of my eyes. And it hit me too, bro. It hit me like it hit him. I mean, it doesn't sound right to say, but it really affected me that watching him like that.
You were so into the zone, man. We could see the pressure. Okay?
I love the pressure though. Like that's what keeps me going actually. Like I can't explain. I like that pressure when, especially the odds are stacked against you and that uncertainty of things. It gives me that butterflies. I don't think anything. And fight mug. Being in the corner or even being a competitor myself. Competitor the thiकै थियो सम्म अहिले झन् कोच हुँदाखेरि to see one of your guys you have spent like months and years with go in and put it out on the line like that and be so vulnerable, like almost naked in front of the world, broadcasted live to thousands of people. And yeah, it's a different feeling, brother.
And when you go to like train in Thailand or other countries, I know, as a coach, what makes you go हुन्छ नि the next level that हुन्छ नि
First things first, I go train like a fighter myself. So I make mental notes, physical notes, I mean paper notes, phone ma, whatever I'm learning. I soak it, sponge it in, and come back to Nepal and evolution goes after teaching methods ma.
How different is it to be a fighter than a coach?
It's like flip side only.
अनि त्यो तर कतिको गाह्रो छ in terms of switching that flipping that switch अनि त्यसपछि
गाह्रो छ because when you are a fighter it's all about you. Just about you don't have to think about nothing. The day starts with you, ends with you. Kind of a selfish pursuit, but that's the way it should be. Whereas as a coach, it's the most selfless pursuit. It's completely flip side. It's not about you anymore. It's about everyone else who has trusted you with their life. So it becomes very selfless engagement with the fighter. Whereas the fighter is very selfish, and he's working with someone who's trying to be selfless. So there's a vast contrast you can see and feel, and personality ma pani thupro vast change auncha. So it was like 2020 when like 4 years ago where I decided I don't think I'm going to compete anymore. Till then I was like, it's all about me. Then I was like, shit, I think I should put a time into lock and roll, build a team and see where that goes. So I got down like 4 years ago, pandemic ko beach mein. Started in a carpet like this, exactly, a big one, Garma. I used to call my friends and all. Carpet ma. I didn't have money or no source to buy mats. And to see where we were, and to see where we are right now. Feels like a long way, but it isn't. All these can go away tomorrow. Like, it can go away tomorrow. It's so volatile. Like with people taking it personally, trying to see our growth and our direction personally, that they have made it their sole purpose in life to discredit Rabindra, discredit NWC, discredit Lock and Roll, discredit me, discredit Mohinder Dai, discredit Sisan bro, all these, like our team, discredit our entire media team. So we get to hear about it. So when, okay, let me just, Rabindra again one championship. So reaching one championship was like a major deal for Nepal combat sports.
Yeah.
I'm not here trying to blow our own trumpet, but it's a major deal. We hit that hype button, like, okay, Rabindra Dhant, backed by Sisan bro, like endorsing his journey. Everybody could see behind the scenes के हुन्छ मान्छेहरूले मलाई पनि चिन्नु थाल्यो रविन्द्रलाई पनि चिन्नु थाल्यो यताउता okay MMA damn one championship oh shit fighting a Russian damn Rabindra won like there was a back to back Pakistani oh damn close fight he lost oh shit next fight Australian damn fuck him up like you know what I'm saying there was a hype build हुन्छ okay so behind that all Sisan bro is working on a documentary that's a long term plan and like whole storyline written out on. I feel we're just halfway right now, like through the story. Not even halfway.
Just to start.
Right? So, it breeds envy among peers. By peers, I mean other gyms. I won't take names, but there are other gyms around town who have been more established way before Lock and Roll. But they are peers, right? We are doing the same thing. Nepalलाई अगाडि बढाउने, Nepalको नाम, get the respect for Nepalese fighters. That's the goal, right? No personal glory here. Trust me. It's all about Nepal. I'm telling you, it's all about Nepal. There's no personal glory here. And I'll do everything to fucking make that happen. I'm not like that patriotic kind of a guy, but motherfuckers should know where Nepal is, then we can fight and we will fight. Bhanne goal ho hamro. So we reached a point like one championship pugne haina. Came back, got a huge reception, awesome, positive shit like from random people, non-peers who have nothing to do with MMA. The MMA community in Nepal. Bairako mans, everyone gave us Rabindra his flowers and Okay, now we are behind you. You go fight anywhere, we are behind you. You win, you lose, you do whatever. You are our flag bearer भनेर त्यो trust त्यसले हल्का जित्यो क्या. So then I realized after all that, our peers in this MMA Nepal world have been really bitter about our journey so far. And I didn't expect that. I thought it's going to be like they're going to come together and take some inspiration from us. Maybe try and use our connections that I have built also to... I tried to share my connections up the ladder with these people, but all they did was like discredit us, saying like, well, like, you Nepal हार्ने नै त हो, त्यस्तो कुराहरु के. I'm like, what, bitch? Like, what? Like, come say it to my face again. Like, पछाडी के फेरि. अब एजमा फेरि म भन्दा ठुलो मान्छेहरु हो हैन. And they say they've been doing this sport and in the MMA game for like 15, 16 years. Bro, I've been doing it 4 years. If you've been doing it for 16 years, where the fuck are we then? Watch me when I've been doing it for 16 years, where we'll be. Calm your fucking insecurities. Let's come together and let's work. भन्ने चाहिँ मेरो message थियो. A bigger Nepali MMA community. But people just don't wanna like come and huddle up, put their egos aside. You need egos, but at the right time. You know, you need ego, don't get me wrong. If you don't have an ego, I don't think you're gonna go anywhere. And having said that, they had too much ego on the wrong side, just like you. So they didn't even acknowledge Rabindra. And trust me, I got a memory like an elephant. I never forget shit. Especially that's hit me like to a point. I wasn't looking for their fucking appreciation or khada or some shit like that. But don't discredit us at least. If you don't want to give us credit and our respect as Nepalese fighters, Nepalese coach, Nepalese athlete, Nepalese team, don't discredit us. Don't do that. All right? Having said that, they have, these gyms, honestly speaking, they haven't created any Nepali fighters whatsoever. Zero. Maybe a few, like ek dui wata hola, but त्यो पनि बाहिरको जिमहरुबाट ल्याएर अलरेडी भएको फाइटरलाई ल्याएर अब हाम्रो फाइटर भनेर भन्छ हैन. अहिलेसम्म I don't know. I'm not trying to discredit them either, but truth be truth, हैन. There's LocknRoll NWC बाहिर. There is no proper level of Nepali MMA fighters. Nepalese Nepali नागरिकता भएको छैन. So other gyms, they have fighters, but बाहिरको लिएर आउँछ. कहाँ कुइरे इन्डियनहरु लिएर आएर नेपालमा म्याच खेलायो भने त नेपाली people, I don't think they're going to give a fuck about UFC नै हेर्छु नि अन्त. दुईटा कुइरे गोरेलाई लिएर फाइट गरायो किन त्यो प्रोडक्ट हेर्नु. हाम्रो प्रोडक्ट किन हेर्छ भने नेपाली फाइटर्सहरु छ के. We have invested our time. We will invest always. That's our main goal. Grow homegrown fighters, build a story behind them and make them fight and see where the story goes. If the crowd likes you, they like you. If they hate you, they still watch you. All right? So there are other fight promotions trying to ride our wave after we've created NWC, right? They've seen success to a certain degree on paper. Only we know behind the scenes ke bhairachha, but at least facade the success ko dekhirahech ni ta. So these people who have been in the game way before me, there are few gyms coming together like to do like some other, like they state some corny ass name halera, some foreigner fighter like khelaera त्यस्तो contract sign गरेर, you know what I'm saying? That's all facade जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ. And they say like, I truly feel our heart is at the right place. We're really looking at Nepal MMA हुन्छ नि, attacking the Rabindra leading from the front and hundreds of Nepali fighters trying to, because Rabindra is throwing that rope pasadi for us to like, for the other climbers to climb up that mountain. And some make it, some don't. Some find out that they're not for fighting like they first thought. Some guys meet girls, fall in love, stop training. Some guys are good in academics, they pursue academic careers. Life happens, So, Exodanama, even if I get tinta good fighters, that's a win. Because they are homemade Nepali fighters. We don't have to pay or gaslight some foreigner or some Indian fighters to come and stay in Nepal and act like they are doing shit for Nepal MMA. Dude, it's hard sell for me.
Honestly, म एउटा कुरा चाहिँ के भन्छु भने when I see other sports हैन in terms of their versus तपाईहरुले जुन चाहिँ गरेको छ नि I think you guys have really हुन्छ नि utilized what should be utilized हैन and put it in a good place. Since you are so disconnected with politics, I think that's also your strong suit, okay? Because I've seen boxers who's like त्यो politics ले गर्दा मात्रै हुन्छ नि उसलाई जसलाई चान्स पाउनु पर्ने थियो त्यसले चाहिँ चान्स पाएन.
Bro, Nepal's sad reality nahi the. I'm not here to fight the system, to be honest. This life is too short, man. Like there are people who've come before me trying to fight the system. There'll be people who'll after me trying to fight the system. I want to be friends with the system, regardless of whatever the system is. I'm not looking to fight nobody. Just give me that space to cook. Give me the space to cook and like you know what I'm saying. Represent you people. I'm representing Nepal. Trust me, bro. There are people out there, right, who I thought were really respectable in MMA community, been doing MMA, combat sports, some kind of martial art for decades now. More on the tulo man age ma. But I'm more experienced than them in, you know what I'm saying? Through my travel, through my living abroad, competing myself in various different rule sets, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, whatever you call it, right? And to some extent, like, I'm a coach first. I'm not a fighter. I'm a coach. I take that shit very seriously. Like, that's gospel for me. For me, whenever I step in the gym, I'm there to work. I'm there to work the guys. The fight team. Fight team chhutte. Even the beginners, rookie, I mean, hobbyists. I'm there to give them justice for their trust in lock and roll. Teach them jiu-jitsu, whatever, and they love it. And I know for a fact I'm a fucking good coach. I can tell that I'm so confident. The best that ever is in Nepal's MMA, maze. Show me one coach in Nepal who can do it all in MMA. I'll wait, bro. I'll wait all fucking day. Show me who's taken to a fighter to like one championship, one. Now we are going to other bigger promotions. Show me who created like 20, 30 amateur fighters. Show me, I'll wait. But Nepalko mansehharuko ke cha bhane, just because I'm not a white fucking guy, they don't give me my credit, they don't give me my flowers. But guess what, fucker, I'm coming for them all. I'm coming for all that flowers. Trust me. I won't forget. Trust me, I know everybody. I won't tell you, but I use that as a fuel. I will be the best coach. Give me 10 years. You said 16 years, right? Give me 14 years. Give me 10 more years. Trust me. I won't say anything. Just trust me. We'll get somewhere. Then at the end of that tenure, I'll come back here and I'll be like, yeah, we've come far, bro. Now you can tell me we've come far. Far from it, But at the end, I don't need money. I don't want anything. Yeah, monetary is like, it gives you that freedom to go outside, train, learn, come back. Like Rabindra and I, we are going to Singapore and Bali tomorrow for a month or two. For just training. Got all the bullshit. We want to be the best. Let's go train with the best. हाम्रो बजेटले कति कुन चाहिँ बेस्ट अप्सन के हो NWC टिमले हामीलाई कति बजेट बनाएर दिएको छ त्यो बजेट भित्र हाउ मच क्यान वी फंक्सन ओके वाट्स द बेस्ट टिम ओके सोमा फाइट क्लब बाली लेट्स गो couple of months forget everything we're not going for leisure damn it we're going to kill ourselves with a bunch of killers and come back and spread the word again.
Do you think fighter ko sabhaibhanda I think precious moment or what they want is actually what you guys are doing in terms of let's say aba bahira gaera just focus and then have the funds to actually go and train?
Not everyone is lucky to get the funds. So that's why when I travel I make sure I learn a lot of shit and come back and teach that. So I'm the bridge between the outside world and the local fighters here who cannot afford to go out. And I take that role as a bridge super seriously. Come and ask anybody in the gym. I'm not there fucking around. Obviously, I laugh, joke, keep it light. The room has to be light-hearted. It cannot be like intense. Like I'm not an authoritarian, but I demand discipline on the mats. That's it. So whenever I do that, learn stuff. I've trained with Japanese people, Russians, you name it, bro. I've learned so much from so many different cultures, and adding some of Nepali taste too. I try and make a culture in the gym where they don't necessarily have to travel so much, because I have brought that culture here. So that's where Rabindra and we travel and network with people, bring the coaches from Baira, Bitra, again Nepal, whenever they want to travel and come for seminars, this, that, and take we're always looking to level up every 3 months. Every 3 months I look back at the team, okay, who lacks what? Where, what do we do? And with the budget, the reality is budget is tight, right? So with the budget we can gather, okay, what can we do? Advancements in the gym. We don't want big ass, fancy ass gym with, you know what I'm saying? We're not looking, no offense, I'm not looking at fight team ko ta chuttai cha. My focus duita आँखा छ, एउटा fight team भयो. That is our ambassadors of lock and roll. Whenever they fight for lock and roll, for our name. Whereas there's a whole bigger group of passion ko लागि Jiu-Jitsu, MMA गर्नेहरु र hobby, fitness, self-defense, just confidence or social एउटा settingमा साथी बनाउनु छुट्टै एउटा big group छ के. So I owe them a lot of shit too. Like I care about them. You know, one thing I love the most is to teach a zero beginner like. People think only fighter here. Coach गर्छ, furthest away thing away from the truth. I love coaching beginners more than I love coaching Rabindra to a certain extent. When a beginner just comes up to the gym and spends, let's say, 1 week with us, and end of 1 week, their eyes lighten up. You're like, oh, damn, like, curious though. I want to learn that shit too. I want to be able to do that move on like a beginner when they come to the gym. I want to break his leg like that. I want to break his ankle. I want to tap him out. I want to break his arm. You know what I'm saying? त्यो आँखा light हुन्छ कि, especially there are some kids in the gym who are just like 15, 16-year-old high school ma, and first time I teach them like a submission move and they feel that, and I leave that. I look at to see that sparkle in their eyes. Then I'm like, okay, damn, now you're a believer, son. Like, okay, mission accomplished with you at least. Okay.
Is it also important to, let's say, fill them with morals and principles because they have now a strength that you gave them?
Yeah, but that more than preaching, I try to lead with example. Like, I've never been outside looking for a fight, getting drunk, unruly, trying to bully anybody. Nothing. And Rabindra त्यस्तै छ. All he does is his work. And sometimes we're trolling, joking to आफ्नै ठाउँमा छ हैन. I love trolling, I love joking. Like, I represent Golf Pass, don't forget, right? We are a different kind of trolling guys, right? So I try to lead by example, not just words. Sometimes very easy to get carried away by just words and not back it up with action, you know. So with these new kids coming up who are like, let's say, just even like 14, 15 years younger to me, 14, 13-year-old guys who come to the gym, मुखले भन्दिन क्या म बेसी. They obviously techniqueहरु मुखले भन्नु पर्छ, तर I personally try to make sure हाम्रो gym को culture is very, very welcoming and friendly, regardless who you are. If you come there and you don't find it comfortable, then it's not for you. Go somewhere else. And there's some bunch of white people who come sometimes. I've had this experience again and again. They come in with a very entitled khalke attitude.
As in like group class भइरहेको हुन्छ.
Group class मा let's say मेरो average class को 20-25 जना हुन्छ Jiu-Jitsu को. 20-25 जनालाई म generally सिकाउँछु के. अब एक दुईजना especially ladies, गोरी ladies to be honest. 2-3 चोटी भइसक्यो यस्तो. They come to the gym and they feel like उलाई चाहिँ personal attention दिनु पर्ने types के. I'm like, bitch, sign up for personal classes. Then you group class मा आएको छस्, you want personal, you cheap fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? You want personal attention, I'll give you for the right amount, I'll do anything, like, pay the right amount, I'll do anything, like, you know. So and they go and like they write some ill comment somewhere, you know, saying like, I went to this gym but the instructor didn't give us attention. I'm like, what the fuck, like. And everyone knows when they come in the gym, you see what you get. I'm not there gaslighting anybody. I'm not here sucking up to nobody. You are a celebrity. You are not a celebrity. Fuck, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? You come to the gym, everyone's equal. if I'm doing something wrong, call me out, please. And I keep that kind of approach. And sometimes these traveling white ladies don't fucking like get that shit in their head. They might have trained some jiu-jitsu somewhere sometime, and they just come in and they're like, I want to join jiu-jitsu class. I'm like, yeah, please, okay, do warm-ups and shit.
So like they want extra attention from you.
Not from me, from any coach who is there. Not from me, just the coach, whoever running the class. They feel like extra attention उनीहरूलाई दिनुपर्ने. Just I don't know why. Super entitled attitude, and this is a repeating कुरा हुन्छ. And always they go back and write some comment somewhere in our Instagram or something like review and shit. Like shut the fuck up, like you cheap fuck, like.
So are you like direct to them, like this is not going to happen?
No,
this is
I don't say that. It's just my demeanor. I understand what they're about. They're there just to, I don't know. Do you think it's some yoga or something like that where we are there like stretching them out? I think like that's not happening. And on hindsight, there are hundreds of other guys and girls who come and love the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they can train for a few months, they learn and they have to travel somewhere. They go, it's all right. And but there are some nasty, salty ladies, specifically white ladies that come through. I'm like, yo, calm the fuck down. Like,
yeah. Any specific stories that you can share?
I just did Agi.
So like त्यस्तै तर अरू खालको like हुन्छ नि in terms of your classes or त्यस्तो केही?
There's one pretty homophobic one too, actually. Now that I think of it. That was regarding foreigner European gentleman and a local Nepali guy. I wouldn't say homophobic. It's kind of weird. So in Jiu-Jitsu, it's like two sweaty dudes rolling around, basically, if you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Forget about Jiu-Jitsu. It's just two sweaty dudes rolling around, trying to lock each other, trying to find something they can never find. So, and there was time where I asked one of these Nepali guy to pair up with pair up with this European guy. I won't even tell what country. The European dude. And I knew he's gay. Like, it's all right. Like, you know, I've trained with gay people. It's all right, bro. Like, and this Nepali guy, he just won't train with him. He's coming to me. He's like, anybody, don't pair me up with him. Anybody like him types. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I didn't know how to. I can't force him also. I can't be like Zakiza also. No. If that's what you feel, then I'm sorry. But I also didn't pair him with someone else.
Ekly.
And this was for their types. I don't think this is for you, and they went direct. So he was kind of like shocked with me. I said, yeah, I don't think this jiu-jitsu is for you. Then I only think you like the idea of jiu-jitsu, but you truly don't understand the essence of jiu-jitsu. Okay, Kasa. Jiu-jitsu breaks barriers, brother. I've made closer friends via jiu-jitsu than I have through any other medium, including my school friends. So if you don't see, and gays too, lazies too, transgender too, let's not leave them out. Trust me, I lived in Bangkok. So yeah. Bro, can we, if you don't mind, can we put up some?
Sure.
Our our NWC को Instagram.
maybe.
हाम्रो NWC को चाहिँ website पनि आउँदैछ है, by the way, guys. This is a breaking news है. NWC को website is really cooking well, हैन? Mohinder Dai and his team diligently working. Sanjay पनि diligently working behind the scene to blast out NWC को website where it's gonna be like Netflix for Nepali MMA, dude. Trust me. All हाम्रो सबै content देखि लिएर fighter को profile देखि लिएर broadcasting हरू पनि त्यही हुन्छ.
अहिले where can they see NWC for चाहिँ?
They will announce soon. We are really discussing how to go about it, भनेर, trying to make it as reachable to as many people as possible. Last time चाहिँ YouTube र Action Sports मा भयो थियो. अन्त नेपाल बाहिर बस्ने नेपालीहरूले चाहिँ had to pay a certain amount. So this NWC ko yo page basically is run by our team led by Sanjay. Bro, trust me, this Konjarbin bhanneko yo, bro, this video has blown up in like 2 days, bro. This guy, he beast guy, okay, from India. He came last NWC 3 ma, won Karma, like Mazale. And then he gave this promo, okay. I think that was the best. It looks like a paid promo. In a way, we are paying him to fight, but he gives such a beautiful promo. Can we not listen to it?
त्यो sound उ गर्दिनु. I think त्यो speaker चाहिँ उसमा change गरिदिनु पर्छ. Start फेरि first यो गरिदिनु त.
Oh, bro, this guy's a beast, man. I would love to bring him back to Nepal again, maybe next time. What a beast, what a beast. Like, he won Nepal ko viewers ko like love after that speech. Me too, man. I was a fan after that.
Where dreams turn into reality. The NWC wanted to create an MMA scene here. This is the MMA scene. It's a reality now. And they want their homegrown fighters to get better and better. That's why they got me.
Oh shit.
Top fight. I am the top fight. So props to Kama. Had you beaten an easy opponent, you would not have grown as much as you had with me. Then, shout out to Homophobic Academy and shout out to G-Menders. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
This guy's good, man. This guy's good.
Do you know what I like more about this is like the Nepali song पनि छ के. So I think it's तपाईहरुले नै
Sanjay हो त्यो. That's Sanjay, all of Sanjay.
त्यो I think you guys anthem NWC को anthem भनेर निकालेको हैन तपाईहरुले यो.
दुईटा निक्सिसक्यो के.
So concept के थियो? Do you guys already wanted that anthem or
you just meet the right people at the right time, bro. Like, we met Professor X in the right time. Yeah, Professor Trix, sorry, X. Trix, like, we met the right time, and he came up with a song. Mahendra Dai kind of produced it, the video. Sanjay kind of shot it. Then this season is OMG Spark. Mathi bhanne git, he's come up with that. Pretty sick song. NWC4 ko lagi OST. He just hit me up one day. He's like, bro, I got something I want to collaborate with NWC with. And I was like, more than happy to do it. NWC 2 ra 3 ma. 4 ma he's taking a break. He'll be back again, NWC 5 tira. So, yeah, we have a bunch of stable of really, really good fighters and our network with gyms. You know what the saddest part is, brother? The saddest part is I gotta travel outside of Nepal and represent NWC and get fighters from outside. All the Nepalese fighters who are in Nepal are tied up with gyms who don't look at us as an ally, but they look at us as a threat. Like we're gonna poach their fighter or something. That's the furthest thing away from the truth. We are trying to promote their fighters, promote their gym. So due to some egos of some managers or owners of some gym, I feel a significant amount of fighters have not been able to burst out like they should. And the fighting age ati chodo huncha ke career. Like the window pass bhayo. Thank you. You had your shot, you had your peak. You decided to fucking listen to some random ego filled person. And that didn't let you fight, didn't let you grow, didn't let you travel, didn't let you cross-train, didn't let you do shit. And you acted like you're a slave. And the slave that you are a fucking slave. At that point, I look at you like a slave. You got no self-respect, no fucking self-confidence on yourself. That you took this person's direction as gospel. Now look where you are. That's the saddest reality of some of the fighters, at least for now. That's my fucking thing. I'm not saying I'm the end all be all. But at least fucking opportunity Theo, you didn't take it. You want to carve your own path. Why carve your own path? I have carved a path. Why, like, you know, utilize what's there. And this is not about me. It's about Nepalese fighters. People think it's about me. It's not about me. The furthest away thing from the truth. I'm not a fighter, damn it. Like I've said it from day one.
So when you see fighters and you see capacity in terms of उनीहरुको fighting plus उनीहरुलाई right ठाउँमा राखेन भने is it hard to retain fighters in MMA?
100%. Probably one of the hardest jobs is to retain MMA fighter ko motivation to train. So if you send someone, means a matchmaking, okay? That's where my real job comes, is to matchmake. Make sure duita fighters are more or less the same level. Weight, of course, level, skill set. So it looks like a good fight. If your fight is like a B fighter, अर्को चाहिँ फेरि थोत्रे फाइटर, त्यो फाइटरले 10 सेकेन्डमा जित्दिन्छ. But that त्यो थोत्रे फाइटरको कन्फिडेन्स हराउँछ के त्यसपछि. He will never want to fight after that. So there's a lot of weighing that goes क्या स्केलमा. Okay, this like go down please. Like हाम्रो MWC4 को main event is Yuki versus त्यो William, the French केटा हैन. Yuki is another fucking beast, bro. Like, and माथि जानुस् please. So this our next main event is Yuki Angdambe. He's खासमा British हैन, British Nepali हो, but fights representing Nepal proper. अति दामी fighter हो क्या फेरि bro. He's going to be fighting William Gurgoy from France. As you can see Eiffel Tower at the back and da. What's up? What's up, bitch?
कति weight मा हो?
61 kg.
61 kg.
So they are. Yuki is a pretty famous, popular guy, just as much as Rabindra is. तर युकीलाई नेपाली आउटसाइड नेपालहरूले चिन्छ क्या धेरै जसो. नेपालमा चाहिँ I'm so thankful he's given me the opportunity to tell his story, bring his story to Nepal, introduce him to a homecoming fight in Nepal against this beast called William Gurgoy. So this is a fight I'm really, really looking forward to. I think the best fight I've ever made, भनौँ न अहिलेसम्म to date. And people don't sleep on this fight. I think it's going to be an insane fight. Both of them are striking heavy fighters. So I think someone's going to sleep for sure. First, do it on my. And they're not coming conservative parama. They're coming to kill each other basically.
So like fighters normally यस्तो तपाईहरुले reach out पनि गर्नुहुन्छ कि do you like scout and then do the matchmaking?
First things first, I talk to them and try to feel each other out. So I have to, like William like मैले through travel चिनेको हो नि त. But if I was just in Nepal, like who the fuck am I? Why should he believe me, right? So I travel at least once or twice a year to Asian countries at least, right? And try and meet fighters, go to gyms, try and build a networking channel, भनौँ न. Go train with them. And there's no better way to earn a fighter's respect than train with him. बोलेर मात्रै हुँदैन के. I go train with them, I sweat with them, I bleed with them, and then they're like, okay, there's someone, or camaraderie build huncha. And they're like, okay, I trust you. You are doing fights, I'll come fight for you. I'll come fight for your promotion. Because I do the hard work behind the scene, rolling with them. I get beaten, I beat them up. So that's why I earn respect through empathy, number one. Through empathy. I don't come from a big ass like height or pedestal border. I go down to everyone ko level. And I'll be like, yo, we have a promotion. You can check it out. You can see our track record. We pay fighters such and such. We do a fantastic job of promoting your story, telling the world who you are. And they are more than happy to take that opportunity. The real ones, at least. The fake ass TikTok, fucking Instagram, YouTube shorts, fucking fighters. They're all about that. Social media, brother. And there are a bunch of them that too. नेपालमै छ कति वाक्कै लाग्दो. Most saddest part चाहिँ त्यही हो के.
So like they pretend that they can fight and then...
No, the worst part, you know what, is victim fucking mentality, dude.
As in like कस्तो
गभर्मेन्टले यो गर्दैन, मलाई यो पैसा थिएन, यो भएन, यसले धोका दियो, मेरो चान्सै पाएन, हेर न राम्रै थिए, यो गरेन, यसले गर्दैन. Entitlement and victim mentality is like the worst among us Nepali. Bro, you can quote me on that. Make a fucking clip on this, right? Entitlement, like government le गर्दैन, अति like Instagram, TikTok हरूमा भिडियो बनायो. Look at our fucking के भन्छ? Look at our state right now. Like हामीलाई पनि त दिएन, रविन्द्रलाई पनि त दिएन, गभर्मेन्टले के दियो? You went and did it. What the fuck? Like, stop crying your ass. For you fucking crying losers, we have brought NWC. Okay, गभर्मेन्टले दिएन त्यो ठिकै छ, हामी प्राइभेटली फन्ड गरेर एउटा MMA प्रमोसन गर्छौँ. ल आऊ न त, पैसा तिमीले लाइफमा कहिले बेसी पाएको पैसा भन्दा पनि हामी जसरी जुगाड गरेर भने पनि बाइक बेचेर भएर पनि लु तिमीलाई फाइटको पे दिन्छु. तर पनि आउँदैन. स्नेक एस फकर्स के, अति स्नेकी. पोइन्ट गरेर भिक्टिम हो खेल्नु त यस्तो रेडी हुन्छ कि. फेरि फाइटर्स आर फाइटर्स, बट देन अगेन फाइटर्स आर द वान अफ द मोस्ट मिसट्रस्टफुल पिपल के. इट्स सो हार्ड टु विन देयर ट्रस्ट रिगार्डिङ फाइट्स. But at the same time, you need to meet us halfway. Can't you see we're trying to come and meet you halfway. But all you do is like act like a victim. Then after a point, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then go to one of these sorry other promotions that you might get paid once, you might get paid double, but once. Whereas you would have got the same amount 4 times with us. Long term is सोच्दैन.
तपाईँले अब मलाई भनेर आई रिमेम्बर यु वर रेडी टु सेल यर बाइक फर द फर्स्ट इभेन्ट एन्ड यु वर लाइक गर्नुपर्छ.
We sold it too.
ए हो?
Yeah. I mean, like, don't worry about it. That's personal stuff. But it's alright. It's fucking like, let's go. Let's go. I'm not trying to act like victim mentality. Like, I don't come from a rich house, bro. My dad is a retired army guy. Like, my mom she used to be a teacher. Now she's a homemaker. Like, I don't have bank. My partner, Mahendra Dai, he also doesn't have bank. Like, but somehow if there's a will, we are ready to find a way. We will go in debt, bro, to like make sure your story is told. But all we request is be truthful to us, loyal to our purpose, and don't be a snake. So there are some people, like recently, just yesterday, we met a snake, bro. Like, female fighter, right? I will not take the name. Let her know, bro. Like, she came, Mahendra Daile बाहिर काठमाडौँ बाहिरबाट ल्याएर सबै गरिदियो ऊ र उसको टिममेटलाई. बस्ने ठाउँहरूदेखि लिएर तिर्देर आदि सादी के सबै जति कम्फर्टेबल बनाएर ट्याप आउटमा फ्री ट्रेनिङ, रिकभरी, मसाज फर लाइक अ मन्थ प्लस भइसक्यो. Then we find out she's complaining about some injury, like हात दुखिरहेछ. And we wanted her to fight Sangeeta Dhami भन्ने के, like हाम्रो टिमको एउटा फाइटर छ. I think she's seen Sangeeta fight or something, like. Then she started acting like injured. I mean, like, that's so psychosomatic. I know के त्यसको खास इन्जरी पनि होइन त्यो psychosomatic त्यो डराउनु थालिसक्यो होइन. And then next thing I know, we find out is like she's gone and signed a fight deal with some other shady promotion behind our back, while we are the one who's brought her to Kathmandu, brought her to training, giving her place to stay here and everything. And she's gone behind our back and tried to stab us, try to take advantage of Mahendra Daiko niceness, trying to take advantage just because we have humane, ethical, moral approach. Some of these snakes don't get it, man. It's so funny. When I saw that happen, I was like, I just laughed for a bit, like, are you fucking serious now? It's kind of a personal slap also too, in a way. Because we invested so much time, so much energy, so much resources we could have given to someone else. You took it off for a month plus. And yeah, you are a good fighter, but you're a fucking snake is what you are.
So like injury huda
I don't know if that injury, how fucking true that injury is. Like that must be bullshit to avoid Sangeeta ko fight.
But तर त्यो अभोइड गरेर चाहिँ अर्को
fight तिर गएको. Riddle me that, bro. Like, come on. That's a snake behavior.
Did you like मुखैमा भन्यो?
But that's not my place. Like, once I know you're a snake, I don't even want to see you. Like, it's best we just go our own ways. And I've had a lot of snakes. My own friends, some of them have been snakes. And one thing, I'll never be is a snake. Even if you're wrong and you're my friend, I'll back you up, bro. Unless you are some like fucking insane offender हुन्छ अर्कै कुरा. But if you're my friend and I really believe in you, and I'll back you till I die, man. Seriously. But if I believe in your skills, I'll back you up with all my skill set too. You give you 100%, I'll give you 1000% of mine. That's the least I can do as a coach.
After these kinds of events, are you like, is it more skeptical for you to trust more fighters or more people?
No. This is just 1 out of 100. But it leaves a distasteful experience. Okay? And us humans, we take the negatives more personally. There have been a lot of positives. At the same time, that one negative is like, yo, why do you have to go and be stupid like that? You know what I'm saying? We were not forcing her to fight Sangeeta also. She said she didn't want to fight Sangeeta. We said, okay, it's okay, take your time. Okay, Sangeeta will fight somebody else. But still, she went out of her way. And I was like, this lady, man, no sense of loyalty. For me, loyalty is number one, bro. Loyalty, everything, loyalty is number one. Get this right. There's nothing in fight business if there's no loyalty. And loyalty does not come just from one. It should be from both sides. I am loyal to these people, my team. I'm loyal as I can be. And the least I can expect is the same energy from that side. You know what I'm saying? So having said that, it's all right. After every event, me and my team, we are more encouraged. We get really good feedback and viewership. They can let hype. They can let fighters the happiness. So I live vicariously through these fighters, basically.
So when you are focused in your goals and you might have to be in a lot of places, is it harder to, let's say, maintain your friendships?
At this point, I don't even care about friendships. Friendships are overrated, brother. Trust me. You just need 4 people to carry your dead body, they say, right? You don't need more than that. I have my close friends I can count in my hand right now. One hand. I'm not even kidding. Close friends that I will tell you my secrets. 4 or 5. And half of them not even in Nepal. They live in Darjeeling, Sikkim, Siliguri. Nepalma 2-3 jana cha hola Kathmanduma. And I've had friends over the last 4 years. I've stopped talking to them completely too.
Is it because of work or is it?
Yeah, MMA related, or just simply I didn't feel, because they got into drinking, smoking, partying and shit too much. I had to distance myself from that too. And at the same time, I truly feel there was a couple of them. I felt there was an element of envy. I could feel it for real. Okay? They were kind of envious. Parama hamro yo movement envious किन भन्दा they're also part of a martial artist भन्दै हिँड्छ, but I don't know how far that's fucking true. They also had trained outside Nepal, but they came back to Nepal and thought entitled खालको attitude देखायो मलाई. I think they had a त्यो delusional थियो होला their role in LocknRoll or NWC, and they were not committed as even half as how much I was in his brooding stage ma. And I was like, bro, I know you guys are my really good friends, but this is business for me, man. I gotta keep it real. I don't think you understand that. So yeah.
So as you grow, as you aged, was your circle अझै सानो सानो कि पहिलादेखि नै, was it you knew the stuff you wanted?
मेरो सर्कल त अति नै सानो भइसक्यो अहिले त
पहिला भन्दा.
I don't have any friends. I swear. 2-3 जना छ होला भने त मैले. काठमाडौँमा त छँदै छैन. 2-3 जना. त्यो पनि we don't hang out like that. We don't go to Thamel and kick it with the boys and all that shit. I don't do that shit. I'd rather spend that day with my dog at home or watching videos, MMA videos. I'm a nerd, brother. I'll watch. You have 2 fucking cock chicken fighting. I'll watch it. It's alright. I'll stay home and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather scheme my next. Okay, what am I trying to do? What are we trying to do? Yeah, those things. I don't have time.
Does it ever get lonely?
I don't have time to feel lonely too.
You're so that busy into it.
I wouldn't say busy. I'm just occupied. I'm genuinely occupied with what's next. I can't go out because I gotta get up in the morning and train 5 days a week. Even Saturdays I train. Saturday it's not so intense. I just go get ice bath, sauna, this that. But it's part of my training, right? Recovery and shit. Yeah, I get an occasional beer or a glass of wine with some of my friends, but it's in and around the Jamsikal area. I'm a gym guy, and that's also more like socially. I need to blow off some steam as well.
But like let's suppose you're so into your goal, right? You have a goal. Let's say up to I say 14 years, 16 years. You have a goal, right? But when typically when men are alone, they might have let's suppose dreams or law.
Are you asking me if I masturbate?
Hold up. Maybe like about your future, or if you want to settle down, or this dimag ma aउँछ. Does that ever get through your head?
Settle down too. This NWC is not going anywhere, bro. I don't have time for settling down. Who's looking to settle down? Not me. Not me. I'm gonna run this shit till my wheels fall off. And typically I'm thinking like 50, another like 20 plus years.
When you fight, is it easier if you are single?
I think so. I personally think so. But I don't, it's to each their own, Khasma. There have been champions who brought their wives and significant other to a fight and done well. But if your motivation is in the right place, then it's good. But if you don't, if you got a nagging ass girlfriend, training janda pani give me time, bro, it's time to ditch her ass, man. Like,
do you also distance yourself with these kinds of relationships or people?
I wouldn't say I distance myself. I just don't make it public.
Yeah,
like most people do. My personal life is my personal life. It's got nothing to do with NWC and my promotion and everything. I make sure I never try and not... Because last time I posted something personal, that was my dog. Someone fucking stole it. So I'm kind of scared of posting anything personal online and stuff. I don't want people looking at my sister or friend or mom and all that and like using it against me eventually, like, you know. So I'm very, very, very particular about that, and I don't share my personal life in a podcast ma kata pani, like I try. That's my personal life. You want to know it, come be a friend of mine, and if you're worth telling, I'll tell you. I'll be the one to tell you.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm not the one to like take selfies with like ladies and like, you know, act like I'm champagne bottle, this, that. That's just a facade, bro. Like, come on, like, cut that shit out, man. Like,
but is it for fighters? Is it easier if you have like an understanding person with you?
Yeah, 100%. If your partner is supportive of you, go for it. Stick to him or her, like, and go after your goals. But if your partner or a relation in any way, shape, or form, be honest to yourself, a hindrance towards your goal, then fucking it's not worth it. Because they don't even value you or your dreams like you do. Then how the fuck is gonna work? I've had friends who fell in love, this, that, lost all passion in life, lost all drive in life. And they were more driven than I ever was. I was like, what the fuck? This is what happens if you fall in love? What the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and you've settled? Damn, you've become ugly, dude. Like, the fuck?
Do you have like let's suppose?
But I'm gonna refill some coffee if you don't mind now.
All right, help your fighters like if how कस्तो खालको केटी अथवा कस्तो खालको relationship is like healthy to pursue. Some
Someone
green flags.
who has a whole damn life of herself, actually. He's not so clingy. Someone who works, driven, in her own career. That's a good sign. I would say that's it. Like, if she has to have her own fight, basically.
Oh.
So if she's having her own fight, you have your own fight. That's a good balance. If she makes your fight or her fight, then it's all out of balance.
What does that mean? As in, like,
I mean, like, when you're a fighter, you gotta go network with people, go to multiple gyms, travel, this, that. If she doesn't understand that, then it's useless. It's useless. Forget your dreams, bro. Like, it's not for you. But whereas there are some girls, I would say, I've seen some fighters have girlfriends who are supportive, who understand, who help them financially, emotionally, physically achieve a certain goal. Like Conor McGregor, his girlfriend, usko story, Dustin Poirier. There are so many like people like that. You need an anchor. Sometimes you are the anchor for yourself. Sometimes even your dog can be an anchor. Not necessarily. Sometimes God, like for Muslim fighters, it's God. It's everything is God. For Christian, hardcore Christian, it's like all hail Allah or praise be to Lord Jesus Christ. You need an anchor. Okay? So emotional anchor, So yeah, girlfriend is also that actually.
So emotional attachment, does it hinder your, let's suppose?
Yeah, when you're going to war, there's no room for emotions. When I see a MMA cage fight, it's a war. It's either you or him.
How do you control your emotions as a fighter?
Practice. It's very subjective. Some fighters fight very emotionally. Some people fight like they're dead inside. It's very subjective.
For you?
For me, I am kind of like
when
I was a competitor, I was like I tried to be as cold as possible. Like no emotion. Win or lose, no emotion. Right? But I can't expect everybody to be like me. Everybody has their own flavor, right? To some certain extent, Rabindra, he doesn't show any emotion. Happy, sad, pain. You know what I'm saying? None. You can't find out. अरू अब इमोसन कसरी कन्ट्रोल गर्ने भन्दाखेरि जिममै हो खासमा. You gotta learn how to be the hammer or the nail. Then त्यो जिममै sharpen हुने हो क्या इमोसन्स. एभ्री टाइम त जिममा कहाँ जित्छ. रविन्द्र आउनु हाम्रो जिममा हेर्नु केटाहरूले कस्तो एट्याक गर्छ त्यसलाई. So he's gone through that in the gym. That he knows like the fight will be just the easier part of that training camp. So even if he finds himself in a bad position, which he did in the last fight where he was almost caught in an armbar, like jitirako fight ma pani he almost got caught in an armbar, right? That's the beauty of MMA. Timle 3 round ma 2.5 round jityo, last adi round ma you the game might just change. This was under, but I could see he was stone cold dead inside. So where did he learn that? His upbringing. Where did he learn that? His home. Where did he learn that? In the gym. So there's no room for emotions in this game. Yeah, obviously we are humans. We have emotions, but I request and try and जति सक्दो भन्दा emotion, your private life हेरो चाहिँ टाढै छोडिदिउँ क्या. When you go to war, कहाँ बुढी नानी आमा बाउहरू बोकेर चाहिँ नलगौँ भन्छु क्या म चाहिँ. You're thinking half your mind is like, oh shit, my mom is right there. She gonna see me win or lose. That's अति distraction हो क्या. मेरो if you ask me, I don't know about to each their own हैन, म चाहिँ त्यो भन्छु.
But I think fighters that I've seen, even because their body is strong, it's easy. I think that's my analysis. It's easier for them to control their mind as well.
Yeah, 100%. But actually, it's easier to control the body and difficult to control the mind. Sometimes your own mind will work against you in the middle of the fight. And then it becomes a turn. You're fighting two people, yourself and someone else too. It's like a handicap match. Imagine that. Well, I've experienced that where in the middle of a fight, this inner voice saying like, "Oh shit, you're losing, bro," laughing at me. There are like 1,000 people watching live, and you're losing. And you're like, if you tell yourself, "Shut the fuck up, man," I gotta like grit it out, Khalge. Then you're fighting that voice first. Have you watched Afro Samurai? Oh fuck, you gotta watch Afro Samurai.
Is it like a movie?
No, it's anime हो कि खासमा. म बेसी हेर्दिनँ तर त्यो एफ्रो सामुराई चाहिँ मैले 10 चोटि जस्तो हेरेँ होला. त्यो दामी छ क्या. त्यसमा त्यसको एउटा भोइस हुन्छ क्या. सेम त्यस्तै हुन्छ फाइटमा पनि. And Afro Samurai is about like a samurai तर ancient Japanमा एउटा black samurai. African samurai. And he goes through Japan trying to be the best samurai and fights everyone. So this one the inner voice is always pulling you down. And obviously you're gonna fight another stone cold killer. So you gotta learn to tame that inner voice. That's why amateur fights are necessary. So there's a distinction between NWC भित्र नै संसारभरि amateur fights र pro fights भन्ने छुट्टै हुन्छ के. Amateurs is like the amateurs अब rule set पनि अलिकति different हुन्छ. And it's more or less to protect the fighter. And after a certain level, when the coach and when you feel you're ready to jump to pros, it just goes up next level. So amateur league, so amateur, I don't even worry about who won, what lost. It's just about experience. You fight that voice. Opponent that's how you learn to fight that voice first. It might take 20 fights, it might take 25 fights. And then end of an amateur run, you see how good you are. And if you really want to go to pro. त्यो हो क्या डिसिजन चाहिँ वेयर नेपालमा बुझ्दैन त्यो यो अरू प्रमोसन दे आर कमिङ डाइरेक्ट सबैलाई हाम्रो वारियर सिरिजमा हारेको केटा केटीहरूलाई चाहिँ प्रोमा खेलाइदिँदैछ म त त्यो त फ्यादमै गर्नु सकेको छैन के हुँदैछ यहाँ नेपालमा टाइप्स क्या यस्तो साह्रो यु आर ट्राइङ टु राइड अन आवर कोट टेल्स द्याट यु डोन्ट इभन फकिङ सी वाट वी आर ट्राइङ टु डु नट इभन प्रोटेक्टिङ फाइटर्स एमेच्योर एक दुईवटा फाइट मात्रै खेलेको त्यो पनि हारेको एनडब्ल्युसीबाट अब आई वुन्ट युज द वर्ड रिजेक्ट एनडब्ल्युसीबाट हारेको के एलिमिनेट भएको फाइटरहरूलाई अहिले त तिमीहरूलाई हामी अर्को प्लेटफर्म दिन्छु भनेर ग्यास लाइट गरेर प्रो फाइट क्या त्यो एमेच्योर पनि होइन प्रोज खेलाउनु घोषणा भइसक्यो I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
But isn't that धेरै नै risky?
Bro, you tell me.
I think that's pretty risky.
Fucking risky, bro. They'll die, man, these amateur people. किनभने एमेच्योरमा एल्बोजहरू पाउँदैन क्या ग्राउन्ड एन्ड पाउन्डमा प्रोमा चाहिँ एल्बोले टक्कै टक्कमा हिर्काउनु पाउँछ प्रोमा रेफ्रीले ड्यामेज पनि अलिकति बेसी छोडिदिन्छ क्या एमेच्योरमा तिमी एक बाङ्गा लड्ने बित्तिकै रेफ्रीले छुट्टाइ बचाइहाल्छ क्या तिमीलाई 8 काउन्ट हुँदैन एमएमएमा एकचोटि रेफ्रीले रोकेपछि सक्यो
अनि त्यसैले त्यही त इफ दे डु द्याट हुज गोना टेक द अकाउन्टेबिलिटी भने
not me if it's not NWC fuck no it's not me and my team so after a point it becomes like I can't fight all the battles. Some of you fighters have to be fucking smart on your own to understand who is doing it the right way and who is doing it just to compete with us with a fake ass like intention who's gaslighting you
just gaslighting
who's gaslighting you and who is really talking you with like facts and whatever it is. I'm not the one to tell me which one I am, but I'll let the people fucking decide through consistent work. So it's not my place to say. It's for your viewers, you to decide, and MMA followers to decide. And I have a beef with this fucking MMA Fan Nepal भन्ने छ कि एउटा community page Instagram. Don't even pull them up, bro. Fucking these guys rode with us day one देखि Rabindra, Sabindra.
Yeah, I know. They also came NWC goes.
Yeah, you know, right? They came. We were pretty cool. Then suddenly those fuckers turned on us. I'm like, what?
आएर इन्टरभ्यू पनि ल्यायो नि त
एन्टाइटलमेन्ट क्या अब उनीहरूको कुनै कति फ्री टिकट दिएन अरे त्यस्तोहरू क्या दिए थियो टिकट उनीहरू नै ढिलो आउँछ यो आउँछ मान्छे टिकट त्यहाँ हारा लुज भएर चाहिँ म चाहिँ एमएमए फ्यान नेपाललाई लु ढोकामा पर्खिरहनु होला नि चाहिँ टिकटको लागि व्हाट द फक त्यहाँ एन्ड दे कल देमसेल्फ एमएमए जर्नलिस्ट मदरफकिङ युट्युबे पत्रकार टाइप्सको कि इन्स्टाग्रामे पत्रकार होइन एमएमए फ्यान एन्ड अदर थिङ आई हेट दे आर मकिङ फाइटर्स के like UFC fighters. UFC fighters, knockout. It's not a basketball game. You can mock or dunk. Okay, I understand you got postered. Okay, you can mock that fighter. But if you have never fought in your life, if you have never got punched or kicked in your face, if I see you mocking some professional fighter getting knocked out, trust me, it's not going to be a good like relation between you and me, because you got no fucking idea what they went through. It's very different. Okay? So you being a Nepali fucking journalist wannabe, you putting up UFC fighters clips online and you're mocking them saying like yeah he deserved that or along those lines. I'm like bitch, let me see you, I'll slap you next time. Don't even come in front of me. I tell them every time though, I'll be around town, I see any one of them, they're gonna get like I'm confronting them on site. You know what I'm saying? Have some kind of respect for the fighters. These guys feel like they're doing a huge service to the community. Motherfuckers, they jumped NWC ko wave ride garera a couple of thousand followers paako cha ki aile Instagram ma. They feel like they're Eliel Hawani or ESPN or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, trust me, I'll slap you. Because you've been so disrespectful to the fighters. You've been so disrespectful towards NWC. You've been so disrespectful towards our team, towards Rabindra and everybody. Use contents I never lama full Leo. त्यहाँदेखि कुनै के अब अलिकति मिसकम्युनिकेसन भयो होला केमा एक्सपेक्टेसन के को हो मुजीहरूको थाहा छैन अचानक दे आर लाइक जम्प शिप विथ आवर राइभल टिम एन्ड ब्लोइङ देम अप इन्स्टेड आम लाइक बिच कम इन फ्रन्ट अफ मी आई सल बिच स्ल्याप यु आइ एम नट इभन एक्जाजुरेटिङ आई डोन्ट इभन फकिङ नो देयर नेम्स ओके बट आई नो देम बाई थोपडा don't even come in front of me. So if you come, bring some weapons and come, bro. I'm not even kidding, bro. It's gonna be on site. I'm not physically, but I'm gonna confront you. I wanna hear your part of the story. Okay. मलाई त्यस्तो चित्त बुझिरहेछ लाइक दुखेको त के भन्नु त्यो कुनै के भइरहेछ क्या मलाई तिनीहरूको कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एथिकलदेखि लिएर एभ्री पार्ट अफ इट
Because I was there, म त्यो थियो
you helped a lot like हाम्रो NWC 1 मा to TikTok मा blastहरू गर्ने I never knew whom to like take advice from and I was trying to hit up with everybody. So it's alright, like.
But is it kind of reach when people have problem but they don't come up to your face and tell it?
It's always like that, bro. Like I can't expect people like I'm not a very big at confrontation, to be honest. I hate confrontations. I don't like if you got a problem, fucking go bury yourself. I have a lot of problems, a lot of people. So त्यो part I need to work a lot. Like confrontation part I lack. I just hate confrontation. So when people don't come up to me and don't tell me, it's not their fault. Like maybe I'm not open to confrontations as well. But don't go home and write me a long ass message. I don't even read half of it. Like there have been people like written me like yo messages. Do you line? I'm like bitch. Like you took. You took half an hour, probably an hour to write this. I'm not even reading 1 minute of it. Like.
Are these boys or girls?
Boys. And MMA, I don't dabble with girls, bro. Like, to be honest. Like, I keep my distance from the ladies. Like, but I consciously do.
But for me, it's like if you have a problem, come and say it because. If not, they're probably going to अब पछाडि बसेर त भन्नु भएन नि त कि मुखमा भन्नु पर्यो हैन
ठिकै छ तर मलाई त मुखमा भन् if you feel like you're worth the hassle come and tell me we'll sort it out if I feel it's need तिमीलाई आएर भन्नु म भन्छु तर if त्यो तिम्रो मनमा नै तिमीले क्रिएट गरेको छ मनमा नै क्रिएट गरेको छ अर्को कुरा भने त it's not my headache I don't owe you an explanation regardless of whatever it is
True As a coach, when you see young people come and train with you, have you ever seen emotional confidence build up in them as personality-wise?
100%. Within a year, you can see like Asmal Patal ko difference. Just give me a year, a dedicated year. And I'm not asking you to like dive into MMA full time, like hobby parama. 6 months. Year pani haina. Give me 6 months. Give me your all. Like hafta ma 3-4 choti training come to the gym, learn to be vulnerable, learn to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, make new friends, then go home for 6 months. Learn some skills, kick some pads, punch some pads. Give me 6 months and at the end of the 6 months you'll be like, brother, you were right. And this is I've had a lot of testimonials but they say I'm not cooking shit up and telling you. And nothing gives me more satisfaction and gratitude than watching that happen unfurl right in front of my eyes.
Do you ever like realize that your words really create a spark in them?
More than words, I would say action, like agi bakar. Words ma ta jiskinchu mancherusanga but there has to be a switch. Jiske, time to work. Boom. We're working. Then we finish 90 minutes, 2-hour session. Up, very jokes.
But I've also seen your boss, Taka. We were like having a burger, right? And then a female fighter came up and then she won the fight, but you had to. You didn't have to, but you actually told her that, this is like, be humble, don't akas mati nochau. You were there to
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Who was that?
I forgot. It was
Where was it?
त्यही ठ्याक्क हामी त्यो बर्गर खाने तलतिर के and then she was like a female fighter who won NWC को first उसमा and then she won so you had to kind of give her the talk that
oh yeah
Yeah.
I do that shit all the time, man. Like every day I'm throwing some motivational fucking speech. तिमी मलाई निन्द्रामा उठायो भने I'll be dropping some like.
So त्यस्तै do you know when
No, it's
to
not just motivation, it's just expectation check मा राख्नुपर्छ के. And त्यो adrenaline rush हुँदा you feel like you're on top of the world. That's my job as a coach to make them understand that's just an illusion ke. Tomorrow is gonna vanish. So yeah, celebrate your win, but get back to work tomorrow. That's gonna vanish. So त्यही हो, त्यो डिप्रेसनमा जान्छ कि फेरि बेसी हाई हुन्छ and स्वात्तै झर्छ, मान्छेहरूले props दिन्छ तिमीलाई 1-2 दिन, then again you are lost in the crowd, then you are like what the fuck. Then that's my job to manage their expectations.
As a coach, do you like हुन्छ नि see अनि when to
I'm like a psychology major ke. I read a lot about psychology. I read not just psychology books, but case studies of fighters, athletes, managers, coaches, organizations, all that shit. I read as case study a lot. I'm listening to podcasts, to like interviews, just to understand the psychological part of running a organization, an athlete, coaching, like you name it. I'm trying to dive into it. So these are the things, intangible things you can't see, but I'm working on it and trying to use it in ways I can. So that what you saw was just, I think, a result of that approach. Yeah, coaching a technique, teaching someone how to throw a punch, how to do a takedown, ground and pound. It's the easier part, actually. People don't understand. But no one approaches it like I do. Like I do it from a very psychological point of view, where I test and push each fighter uniquely. Like who needs what. Some people need attention, some people don't need attention. You teach them a few things and let them be. They will perfect that and come back. Where some, like, you have to spoon feed them. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of factors that go in like that. And I'm trying to make sure they're on the same path. And beside that, I trust them enough now that I'm going out of Nepal for a couple of months. I'll be back right before NWC4. Your Warrior series duncha your weekend hundecha. I trust my team to run it without me again now. That's always been the goal. That tomorrow, even if I move on to other things, this MMA, NWC, MMA fights, gym should be running without drop in quality, without me. It's a test for them too, to see how much I can trust you with my vision and everything. So I'm at a point where I gotta focus on building my own coaching skills. Psychological part, skills. So I gotta travel, go to the best gyms, train as a fighter, work with new coaches, world-class coaches, see what they do, what's new in the market, what's new techniques working, what's the new strength and conditioning program people are doing, what's the breakthrough in this sport, make connections, make networking with fighters, different promotions, get my name out there, fucking represent Nepal, talk nicely, speak nicely, eat nicely with people. That goes a long way, bro. I've learned that a lot. So this is my effort. I have to travel. I cannot just be in Nepal. If I just move, yahi kuera morcha ke. Sachi bhaneko, like travel garnai parcha. Travel गरेर network India होस्, Indonesia होस्, जेसुकै होस्, गएर जानै पर्छ अन्त त्यही भएर.
How do you get a team that you can trust?
First, be fucking worthy yourself. First things first. If you're a snake, no one's gonna buy into a snake's vision. You gotta have a vision, and you gotta try and live that as an example. And over the years, I've met Rabindra, Sunny, all these pro fighters, Mandeep, Sandeep, मेरो आफ्नै भाइ भनौँ, Mahendra Dai, Sisan Mams. There's something they might have seen in me. I don't know. They say they do. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. Right? They say like, we can back you, we will back you. Like, and I'm like, thank you, like, appreciate it. But backing goes only so much way. But I gotta keep pushing. So I'm there trying to push limits and stuff, and people see that every day in the gym, training, and people. I'm not fucking blowing smoke on my own ass. I'm pretty decent as a martial artist too. Like, I'm alright. I can handle myself. I love teaching. And I retired super early, fighting, but Because I saw more value in me being a promoter and a coach than me just being one selfish fighter. I thought I could produce hundreds of people like me, where if I was to be a fighter, I will just be one and I'll die with just my own legacy. Whereas I can create hundreds of legacies and the 1,000-fold ones eventually compound on this and that's a bigger legacy. That's why I had to make a decision like, okay, like I think I gotta retire and focus on other people.
In this pursuit of like building a legacy, in terms of aru like train गर्ने, is it almost as like a के भन्ने अब एउटा let's suppose hope of just you don't have the picture in your mind, but it's just like blindless hope that you can do it भन्ने, or is it like your, let's suppose, reps in that you know that you will get an outcome?
Reps is super important, but strategic reps भन्छ म चाहिँ, blind reps पनि हैन फेरि. You need to understand reps तर कुन डाइरेक्सनमा reps गर्ने, हामी repetition गर्ने भन्ने हो क्या. अब repetition त गर्ने, तर अब if one method is not working, अब त्यही repeat गरेर and trying to expect a different result पनि हुँदैन. So yeah, reps is super important. And
so is it like a blindless hope?
Blindless hope भन्दा पनि कहाँ blindless hope? I know my worth, what I can do.
I know, like let's suppose your trust in God, हैन? Let's suppose कोही मान्छे चाहिँ their trust in God, त्यो भने जस्तै your trust in,
I would say my trust in my team. The people I have met over the last few years, and like we work together, we have been in the trenches together fighting. So once you do that, you understand that there are people ready to back you up. Even if you do good or bad, they will blindly back you up. And I will not take advantage of that hope they have put on me. So that gives me more hope, watching them have more hope. So I wouldn't exactly say it started off as a blindless hope for sure. Maybe last time I was here it was blind. But after that, I've met a team, NWC team, who we were working on the same path. So त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ you get rejuvenated every single time, like watching them back you up and everything. I'm like, okay, I'm not alone now. I have a solid team that I can blindly trust, and I know they'll do justice to our vision here.
I think fighters can learn two things जस्तो लाग्छ. One is how to media training in terms of how they represent themselves.
Super important.
अनि अर्को is maybe you can give some tips to fighters in terms of how to train their brain.
Train their brain, bro. Man, it's very hard, man, to keep a fighter motivated actually.
Not just in fighting, in terms of general how lifestyle नै हुन्छ नि, to keep that longevity.
म त honestly के भन्छु थाहा छ, सजिलो छैन कि, अति गाह्रो छ, अति. म आफै फेल्ड फाइटर हो, फेल्ड फाइटर टर्न प्रमोटर कोच हो. मेरो फाइटिङ करियर वाज भेरी सर्ट एन्ड sharp and necessary थियो to win respect from the fighters too. But it's very hard, man, like to live like a fighter. It's not easy. If you come from a nice ass fighter, I'm not talking about hobbyist and passion ko लागि गर्ने भनेको हैन. You are specifically asking about fighters, right, who want to get in the cage and be vulnerable and earn money like a gladiator. You're talking about that. I'm not talking about like a 40-year-old dad of two who comes to the gym to learn jiu-jitsu. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about a divorced lady who's coming to the gym to learn jiu-jitsu. I'm not talking about them. I'm strictly talking about fighters, right? It's the hardest pursuit, I think, in life. And it's not easy. And depends what are you doing it for. You need an anchor. What's your anchor? God, family, feeding your family, educating your sisters, brothers, younger sisters. What is your angle? What is your why? You will anyhow. If you have a why, you will anyhow. But you don't have a why, you're doing it for the TikTok, the views, the chicks, the fame, all that shit, then brother, I think you're better off rapping. Where you just act off and you're not really a big shot in reality. Like stick to writing some songs, bro. Like this is not. Yeah, the end goal might be fame, glory, but this is a different fucking art.
Because I think it's like it starts out as a hobby, but पछि गएर it's end of the day you have to let's say you don't feel today that you want to go to gym, but you have to do it.
100%.
If you miss one day, that might hinder your performance in the ring.
Not just performance, confidence too.
Confidence.
Your performance comes from your confidence, not fake confidence. Confidence in your preparation. You cannot lie to yourself. When you go in that cage, you know how much you've really prepared. You cannot lie. You can lie to the world, pose like fucking your chest out, gaslight everybody. But deep down inside, you can lie to your coaches, you can lie to your girlfriend, you can lie to your mother, father, you can lie to yourself. So your confidence comes from preparation. Leave no stone unturned. If you've done that, you're going into battle with the right mindset, right preparation, and your chances of winning go significantly higher. But even if there's one sliver of doubt, you've underprepared, oh, too bad. You're getting knocked the fuck out in front of your girlfriend, who's probably gonna dump you after that. No, seriously. Because she saw you like
vulnerable,
head down, ass up types.
Can the normal people learn some kind of traits from a fighter watching them?
Normal people, yeah, they can only learn if they do learn some kind of a martial art, I think. Verbally the non-verbal cues ma ta, I mean, हुन्छ नि त्यसरी भन्नु त अब I will sound like a preacher कि खासमा. I don't want to do that. It's only through action, bro. It's the cleanest. You can't bullshit martial arts like MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, boxing, wrestling. Askal, why do you think right now the biggest CEOs in the world, the richest people are, all the sheikhs, all the fucking like trillionaires, billionaires, all these Saudi, Abu Dhabi people are jumping into Jiu-Jitsu? Why? Tell me. Why do you think?
I think firstly it's for like a mentality on like confidence plus their health probably.
Exactly. You hit the button right there. Confidence. They're not looking to be fighters. They just want to have confidence that they are the baddest fucking like billionaires. And besides that, mental health, physical health, and also it's fun. It's not like running on treadmill every day, pumping. You're meeting people, you're rolling with people, you're being humbled every day in the mat. And yeah, that's it. That's what you can learn. But only if you indulge yourself. Alikati bhaye pani. I'm not asking you to be a fucking fighter or dedicate your life. Couple of days, a week, come and hit the gym, MMA gym, learn how to punch. I'm not saying come to a lock and roll नै भनेर मैले add गरेको पनि हैन. I'm just saying anywhere. Having said that, काठमाडौँ भरि त्यस्तो खासै राम्रो अरु जिमहरु पनि छैन. हाम्रो लक एन्ड रोल दुईटा लोकेसन छ, एउटा झम्सिकलमा, एउटा बालवाटारमा. You can come to any of that. Like, we'll take care of that shit. But you gotta come with an empty mind though. If you come with a full ass assumption and preconceived notion about martial arts, then it's again hard to break through.
How has that turned out in terms of you watching people that come with some kind of, let's say, assumptions?
It's not my job, honestly speaking. If you got some kind of a baggage, you don't pay me enough to like deload that baggage. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a Jiu-Jitsu MMA coach. There are some people who come and dump their entire fucking life story on me. Like, घरमा के भइरहेछ, गर्लफ्रेन्डसँग झगडा, बुढासँग झगडा, मलाई सुन्नु मन छैन. Dude, you didn't pay me to be your fucking shrink. You know what I'm saying? तर म सुनिदिन्छु, तर ठिकै छ, like part of life. हल्का यता मोटिभेसनल स्पिच त्यहाँ पनि हिँडिदिइहाल्छु.
Does it ever get let's suppose overwhelming to hear a lot of people dump those kind of?
I feel like privileged. People find enough trust and ease around me that they can. I like to think I'm a funny guy too. I don't take too seriously. When we have a normal chat, very lighthearted. I have a very dry sense of humor. Like some people, it flies right above their head, right? And I keep things trolling and shit. I'm wearing this shit just to troll actually people. And I like to keep it like that. Very lighthearted. I'm a gym, like I said, it's very lighthearted. So that's what people resonate with that. It's not, life is not serious. We're gonna die. Like, why are you making jiu-jitsu so serious? Like, some people act, oh, they make it damn culty types. Like, guru like dogno parcha, yo, please. Mala guru, suruहरू भन्नु पनि पर्दैन. Just call me by my name. दाई पनि भन्नु पर्दैन. Just come do your thing. You can go, please. We don't have to have a relation like that. Like, I'm not looking for fucking followers or shit like that. I'm just trying to make a gym, earn money, go on with life. Right? So, there are gyms around town in Nepal where it becomes very culty. Like the coach,
oh my God.
Like, word is the absolute gospel. So, I'm like, yo, that's a fucking toxic ass fucking gym. And the best part is, you cannot hide it. So, there are guys and girls who have left those gyms and come to ours. Like, literally left them. Because they know what's best. They can decide, right? Okay. And when they come, again, these gyms are super salty at me and fucking our team, like that. And I'm like, I understand I would be salty too if something happened. One of my fighters or students went to some other gym just because they didn't like us. It would reflect on me, right? But I wouldn't go and attack that gym. I would fucking look inward first. Please do that. Don't. You're just making yourselves look like clowns, actually. Insecure piece of shit types. Let's work together, but I don't see them like trying to work together with me because I have tried, trust me. I have tried a lot to work, but to a point where that gym go guardहरूले मलाई escort गरेर बाहिर लगिदिएको छ. They don't want me coming around that gym for whatever the fuck reason it is.
I think सबभन्दा गाह्रो भने चाहिँ when these kinds of cults hinder fighters' opportunity भनौँ न.
That's the biggest irritating part.
Because अस्ति Max Day आउनु भएको थियो. He also shared one of the stories where एकजनाले he didn't come on time in terms of they जे गर्नु छ होइन, अब गुरु भन्नु छ कि अब के भन्नु छ, and then he didn't get the opportunity that he was supposed to. And it's like, fuck.
But to each their own, bro. Like, I can't speak for others. Honestly. I'm not here to speak about others, but मेरोमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो हाम्रोमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो हुँदैन. Because everyone's equal. If I do something wrong, call me out. I tell them, please call me out. Confront me. Don't confront me with my life, personal life and shit, but related to MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, I'm an open book. You call me 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, I'll talk Jiu-Jitsu with you, MMA with you, boxing, kickboxing, everything. And yeah.
And then के भन्छ, in terms of, let's suppose अस्ति अब अघि तपाईँले भन्यो नि त, you know, you kind of learned how to talk to people, right? I think that's a skill everyone can हुन्छ नि work on, because त्यही relationship हो तपाईँ भनेपछि चाहिन्छ पछि गएर.
म भनौँ के चाहिन्छ सबैभन्दा बेसी एम्पथी चाहिन्छ क्या. स्किल सेट, कम्युनिकेसन स्किल्स भन्दा पनि एम्पथी हुनु पऱ्यो क्या. सिम्पथी पनि होइन. सिम्पथी त त्यो बिचारा टाइप्स, कसले हेल्प गर्ने टाइप्स. एम्पथी भनेको तिमी गएर उसलाई के भयो, क्यान आई हेल्प यु इन एनी वे, what do you need, let me know, I'll try and help you. That is fucking empathy. People mistake empathy for sympathy. These are completely two different things. Sympathy is something you do from a distance. Empathy is where you go real up close to them and literally lend a hand to pick them up. Basically words चाहिँदैन. That's one way to get fighters go trust. Besides training with them and everything else. But त्यस्तो गर्दा पनि there are some snakes अघि भनेको जस्तो के. I guess that's just part of life. There's a snake. You know what they say? Like, I don't know, it was William Shakespeare or someone wrote in one of his fucking books, like, I think it was Macbeth or some of the book I studied, where Lady Macbeth tells her husband, like, be the flower that's on, be the rose or flower on top, but be the serpent under, but in actuality be the serpent that lives under the flower. It's kind of deep. I'm butchering it right now.
Oh, what does that mean? Like,
that means like, बाहिरबाट चाहिँ फुल जस्तो देख तर चान्स पायो भने ठुङ्दे विथ योर भेनम भनेको क्या. त्यो मान्छेहरू त्यस्तो हुन्छ भनेको क्या. बाहिरबाट चाहिँ देल बी लाइक गुलाब टाइप्स, भित्रबाट चाहिँ काँडाले घोँचिदिने खालको क्या. सो त्यो देख्ने बित्तिकै आम लाइक ओके दिस इज नट समन आई वान्ट टु वर्क विथ भनेर पहिल्यै म डिस्टिङ क्लियर गरिदिइहाल्छु.
Do you is there any way to identify those kind of people?
Yeah, just feeling. Sometimes you just innately, intuition just clicks, bro. You gotta trust your instincts. You learn to trust your instincts. And I really trust my instincts. Interpersonal relation, intelligence. No, I trust my instincts. That's it. And त्यो मान्छेहरू चिन्दै भेट्दै गएपछि there's some patterns you'll understand. I cannot say it over the top of my head. So the pattern huncha ke. When you're working in a group, working in an organization, there's hierarchy being set in that organization. Everyone has their roles and responsibilities. And you will understand who's really dedicated. You understand who needs a little shake up and they'll come back to the zone. And you'll know who's just there to waste time and not significantly important.
So when you go into like a let's suppose you get into a mat right now and you let's suppose play with them, I know. Do you understand the person better?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like Rabindra, when he first came to the gym, the first thing we did was spar, play with each other. I mean, not like how it sounds, but it took us like 5 minutes to get each other ko trust. Him as a fighter and me as his coach. There was no word said.
So at this point, were you already a coach?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
I was towards timing it is the way. So Rabindra coming just reinforced my decision. Like God's grace or whatever you want to call it. It was good timing, you know. And you know what they say, there's no such thing as like luck or some shit like that. It's just good timing and good preparation and
good timing.
Yeah, timing. Opportunities also. But I was ready, Rabindra was ready to like trust each other, you know. So त्यस्तो हुँदाखेरि अब यहाँ ट्रस्ट पनि आउँछ एउटा ट्रस्टको लागि there are like 5 different people mistrusting you, distrusting you. So that balance गर्नु सिक्नुपर्छ.
Fighters जिममा आउँदाखेरि like is there some kind of let's suppose parents हरूको कस्तो छ in terms of trusting them or is
parents it's hard to be a fighter ko parent त्यो चाहिँ सजिलो छैन. To see your kid, boy, girl, whatever, son, daughter going in for a fight. I've handled a bunch of parents by now. So it's alright, they give me the respect, they trust me. I really look at the parents first. Do they trust me? Do they trust me with their kid? Some teenagers ko parents. And अहिलेसम्म त त्यस्तो खासै I haven't encountered any people like assholic parentsहरू चाहिँ भेटेको छैन. अहिलेसम्म जति parents भेटेछ all of them have been supportive, and some parents don't even give a shit. Like they trust their kid enough to let them be by themselves. Whereas some parents want to be a little involved with what's going on and stuff. So yeah, I gotta treat each one differently.
Are there like people who are like they want to fight but obviously घरबाट दिदैन खालको
छ, but how bad do you want it? Okay. My parents didn't want me to do MMA and shit like that. They wanted me to take a 9-to-5 job. But doesn't mean my parents know what's best for me too. जहिले parents right हुने भन्ने छैन नि त. My parents never supported me doing MMA. But right now they're okay with it, I think, at least. Because initially they wanted me to get a 9-to-5 job or get into some UN fucking contracted job, or they felt I was like educated enough to do some of that stuff. And I knew for a fact a 9-to-5 job would be the death of me. Death of me. Mentally, physically, I would like... I'm not just using this word loosely. I would kill myself. मलाई त्यो ट्र्यापमा फस्नै थिएन कि. मलाई त्यो बच्चादेखि थाहा थियो क्लास 9-10 बाटै मैले त्यस्तो सोच्न थालिसकेको थिएँ. I didn't know what I would want to do, but 9-to-5 चाहिँ I didn't want to do. त्यो चाहिँ थाहा छ. अनि बिचमा त्यसै I used to say म स्पोर्ट्स जर्नलिस्ट हुन मन छ भन्दै म जर्नलिजमहरू पढ्नु जान्छु. अब कसले सोद्धा के त भन्नु पर्यो नि त अब. त्यस्तो भन्थे तर deep down I knew I didn't want to work for nobody, take nobody's shit. You know what I'm saying? I did a bunch of work here and there, but I didn't like sitting in the desk typing shit down and some people coming and giving you shit and they're not even paying you. Like what the fuck? What kind of system is this? Like this is a fucked up system. Like what? Like fucking modern slavery or what? Like I was like, fuck this. I will make my own path. Like fuck you. I'm going types like.
So in terms of your journey, let's suppose finding something, you know, while your parents were like, गर्ने पर्छ, was there anything that held you up being like, म चाहिँ गर्छु? Because a lot of
my parents they were kind of negative, bro, like kind of pessimistic. I remember
त्यही त पेस्टिमिस्टिक हाउस होल्डमा चाहिँ कसरी चाहिँ बाँच्ने भन्नु खोजेको कि
बाँच्ने जसरी भयो भने झगडा गर्दै if you know why you will anyhow भनेको त्यही हो क्या. I'm not there to please my parents. They have lived their life already. They married early, finished, settled early. Like what? I won't live my life by my terms. As long as I'm not doing drugs, I'm not like spoiling their name or stuff. I feel like I'm doing pretty decent right now. Like I see the reaction right now. They're fucking fans right now of the sport. I'm like, if I turn these two people into a believer, I can turn anybody into a believer. Right? About the sport and our vision of Nepal MMA. भन्ने. On the first month, I remember I had asked, then, fuck it, I'll say it. They never funded my training. They gave me just enough money to survive in my college and do my academics and get the fuck out of the college. But I needed money. I was not even working part-time, nothing. I needed money to go train Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, learn here, go train here. अन्त बेङ्गलोरमा होस् या ब्याङ्ककमा होस् दिल्लीमा होस् जहाँ भए पनि क्या मेरो मम्मीले चाहिँ अलिक फाटाफुटा दिन्थ्यो अलिकति ड्याड त वान्टेड नथिङ टु बी पार्ट अफ दिस नेपाल एमएमए को रेभोल्युसन द्याट आई वान्टेड टु ब्रिङ हुन्छ नि एन्ड काइन्ड अफ समटाइम्स आई लुक ब्याक एन्ड आइम लाइक आई विश यु वुड हेल्प मी अ लिटल मोर वेन आई निडेड इट बिकज आई सी नेपालमा अनेस्टली भन्छु ल नेपालमा अ लट अफ बिजनेसेस द किड्स द्याट आर रनिङ इट्स अल द्याट पेरेन्ट्सको बिजनेस चलाएको हो नि त हो कि होइन तिमी एउटा नाम एउटा बिजनेस ल्याऊ सम काइन्ड अफ ज्यादा तेरो बाउको पैसा चलाइस् तैँले तेरो बाउ आमाको जमिन बेचिस् जेसुकै गरिस् तेरो बाउको बिजनेस तेरो बाजे पहिला स्मगलर थियो बाउले वाइट पैसा बनायो अहिले छोराले मजा गरिरहेछ होइन चाल चाहिँ फेरि करोडको हुन्छ है फेरि साला एउटा 2000 को टिकट लिएर पनि किन्नु आउनु सक्दैन ग्रासल्यान्डमा होस् या एनडब्ल्युसीमा होस् जे पनि सिक्सरको अगाडि चाहिँ करोडको डिल भयो यो भयो त्यो भयो मेरो टाइप्स क्या फक यु शट द फक अप like too real, too truthful or what?
Continue. I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
बाउको पैसा चलायो अन्त यताउता मिस नेपाल घुमायो टेस्ला चढ्यो हिरो फिल स्याम्पेन फोड्यो चिक्ने फक यु लाग्दैन क्या मलाई त्यस्तो इडी लाग्छ क्या खासमा यु नो बिङ अ गुड एक्जाम्पल टु whoever the fuck looks up to you जस्तो लाग्छ क्या anyway it's none of my business right and sorry what was I saying oh yeah my parents so I wish sometimes my dad specifically believed in me a little more like 4 or 5 years ago I feel I would have been more skilled by now because my dad and my mom used to fight regarding me like what the fuck is he doing like why he's not working already why he's not getting a job already like why did we educate him in best schools the best colleges for what like rolling around with sweaty dudes like is he gay or like you know what I'm saying I'm like what the fuck like just because I like jiu-jitsu like and having said that and slowly steadily like I remember this one I'll never forget this I'm in Nepal forget and I was broke as fuck bro and Rabindra अर्को फाइटर थियो मनदीप भन्ने I needed to send them to India for training to fight and I asked घरमा this is like 2020 2021 को कुरा हो 2020 end pandemic पछि खोल्ने बित्तिकै I asked घरमा minimum अहिले 10,000 like what's 10,000 dude like I'm sure my dad has bank of like 10,000s with him it's not a big deal अहिलेको जमानामा 10,000 at least a middle class family लाई भनौँ न त्यस अब म 10 लाख मागे भए पनि ओके लो we can fight about it discuss it's 10,000 it's not even a big deal I really wanted to test him like it was not about the money it was about does he really believe in what I'm really trying to do I think about this very often actually to the point that was the biggest motivation factor for me actually trying to prove my dad wrong some say I might have dad issues but fuck it maybe so what then he straight out flat on said like there's no way I'm giving you 10 grand like I'm like that's $100 $100 fucking dollars you can't give me $100 right now when I need it the most there's a big fight it's not like he can't afford some like
there's no will
there's like they didn't trust me and felt like I was going through a deep hole where it's hard to get me out of and the mood in the household was very like dark that time I hated being in Kathmandu but at the same time I'm like that hate got me up in the morning and trying to do a thing again so there was that time and he just flat out didn't give me and I was like I cried that day bro I'm a grown ass man dude like 4 years ago cried of anger not because victim mentality I was so angry that my own people not gonna fucking support me. Who the fuck is gonna support me? भन्ने चाहिँ भयो थियो. And I didn't tell anybody. Then I went asked my uncle and grandparents like for 10 grand, like whatever grandparents always ready to help. Fucking gave me and sent my fighters. And Rabindra went and won India ma. So that was the first fight Rabindra le jiteko when we started working as coach student. Mo janu gaena paisa nabhera. I had to send Rabindra with that money, send him. He went, won, and came back. And then I'll never forget. That I'll never forget. And I told myself, I swore myself that night that one day, like, dad is just a figure, but there are people like that. You didn't believe me, right? You didn't believe me. Wait, just watch. You'll eat your fucking words, bro. One day you'll go around telling the whole I'm your son. But right now you didn't believe me for a mere $100. Trust me, brother. I came from your ball sack. I know that. But I think you're underestimating me a lot. I'm not going to be happy with just what we're doing right now. Fuck that. We're just getting started. There'll come a time you will bask and you will regret that. I mean, in a way, right now, I'm glad he didn't give it to me that time. I would have taken shit for granted. He made me work for it. That made me feel like nothing is a handout in this world. That's been a lesson. I'm going to thank him right now. I don't tell him, but you'll watch this. So, like, thanks for not giving me that money. But I won't forget that. That feeling I had that night while going to sleep. Worst fucking feeling. I almost I was like, what's the meaning of this life, man? Like, I don't want to do 9 to 5. Fuck this. Like, I thought I'll just run away to Goa or some shit like that and do some menial job and spend my life there.
So I think a lot of people be like, "Malai ta yo manchele yo aera bhanyo ani it's affecting me." They like, bro, trust me, when your parents don't believe in you, हैन, that's the best हुन्छ नि. अब के भन्ने, that's the fight के अब. It's in your head हुन्छ नि. घरमै भइरहेछ दिनदिनै जो फादर फिगर छ त्यसले नि तैँले सक्दैनस् भनेछ भए हैन. अरू मान्छे त पछि आउँछ हैन. त्यो I think you have to train yourself as well to a point to where you need to believe in yourself हैन. Parents भए पनि like shut that down, shut that हुन्छ नि voice down जस्तो के. It's very hard तर. Your parents go.
Sometimes I still need some kind of backing sometimes. Like not monetarily. Like monetarily now we have a team, somehow we manage money, right? For travels and networking. पैसा लाग्छ नि त. रविन्द्रलाई ट्रेनिङ गराउनु पर्यो. अरू फाइटरहरूलाई कोच ल्याउनु पर्यो बाहिरबाट. So business पारामा चलिसक्यो कुराहरू. But sometimes I just need like emotional support from parents too. But now they're there, like they back everything I do. They watch every fucking podcast I'm on, like Cough Pass, like every small clip we release. They're like the first ones to like. They watch all the MMA fights. My dad watches MMA fights more than me now, like the YouTube library. So yeah, it's alright now. Things are looking up, and yeah, but I will never forget that.
That I think the के भन्छ अब process त्यहाँसम्म त पुग्नु पर्यो नि त. Even for me that's I have a pretty similar situation for what I am trying to do, and I'm also trying to prove something हुन्छ नि. Gotta do something अब त्यही भने जस्तै 9 to 5 हुन्छ नि, not having it, but at the same time to support your dream you gotta do other stuff as well.
100%.
You can't stuck हुन्छ नि. अब यही गर्छु भनेर there's no straight way. You have to be like left right अनि काहीँ न काहीँ पुग्छ. Well, there's a will, there's a way खालको कुरो भन्छु म चाहिँ. अनि I think अब हाम्रो त I think अस्ति हिजो podcast सुन्दाखेरि I think you guys are planning a trip to Ladakh.
Yeah, Ladakh. Yeah.
How has the been? I think you're a pretty हुन्छ नि heavy rider. Right.
I wouldn't say heavy rider, but I want to be heavy rider. Yeah. About that trip. So it's just me, Sanjay, Tej who's going up. That's like world ko highest motorable road. Like Everest base camp ko altitude ma cha gadi ko bato. Everest base camp bhanda higher पनि छ जस्तो लाग्यो अहिले त झन् नयाँ वाला. 5,600 meters ma चाहिँ गाडी पास हुने बाटो छ के. You don't go and sleep there, but just quickly go take a few photos. It's literally world highest motorable road. 5000 माथि त अरू कहीँ ठाउँमा बाटो त गाह्रो छ सो लद्दाखमा खारदुङला पास भन्ने छ अनि आई हर्ड देयर इज वान मोर न्यू रेकर्ड सेट गरेछ कि आई फर्गेट द नेम त्यहाँ जाने खासमा प्लान छ सो लद्दाखबाट अब दिल्ली भएर इट्स गोना टेक 14-15 like 20 days होला
So you guys are like
last year we rode like 3500 kilometers.
So how challenging, how different of a challenge is this?
Bro, it's like meditation. I take it as that. I come a different person after that trip. Always. The तेज र मेरो चाहिँ अब tradition नै हो. Every year, once or twice a year, we go on this decent, lengthy, half a month, 20 days go bike trip every day. So after a point, it's you and that machine, right? And that open road. In India, ko bato to dami छ नि त. Nepal ko po condos छ बाटो हैन. India ko bato to your bike float smooth glide हुन्छ के. So after a point, your हात आफै चलिरहेको हुन्छ. Your mind is like 1,000 different point पुगिरहेको हुन्छ. You go back to like 10 years ago and you be like, why did I tell him that? Like त्यस्तो कुराहरु पुग्छ के. So I look at it very therapeutic पारामा हेर्छु म. Yeah, photos, yeah, this leather jacket, this, that's all a facade. But deep down, I look at it from a very therapeutic point of view. But even if there's adversity in the middle of the road, your bike breaks down, I practice patience. Me and Tej, we practice patience. We're not negative. We're not pessimistic. Like, bike breakdown, flat tire, we're having fun. We're making jokes, waiting for the next best solution. You'll never hear Tej complain about anything on the road. Why he's such a awesome travel companion is he'll never complain about anything. He's okay. He'll have some funny comments, but on that road, that 20 days, we're like, whatever the road has to offer, we'll just take it, eat it up. Good times, bad times, mid times. And it's like camaraderie, okay, Khasma? You trust each other on the road. You got each other's back. And just you and like thousands of kilometers every day on the road. So after that point of time, like it becomes very like first 1-2 दिन चाहिँ अलिक रिदममा आउन गाह्रो हुन्छ then रिदममा हिट भएपछि चाहिँ बटर जस्तो हुन्छ के तिम्रो बाइक देखि लिएर तिम्रो इमोशन्स देखि लिएर मेन्टल हेल्थ देखि लिएर you try and forget everything your reality हुन्छ नि अर्कै रियालिटीमा पुग्छौ नयाँ ठाउँ दामी सिनरी माउन्टेन्स बाटो and you meet a lot of people, we smoke, drink on the road, have fun like guys do, like nothing very heavy, like. And then हाम्रो खासमा Thunda Riders भन्ने हो कि हाम्रो ग्रुपको नाम चाहिँ Thunda Riders, THUNDA.
It's just with you guys or पनि?
Yeah, just a few of us. Number one, you gotta have a bike, bro. Like some fuckers don't even have a bike, wanna call themselves Thunda Riders. I'm like, what the fuck, like you gotta have a bike, you know what I'm saying?
Just a community.
Like, come on, bro. Like, so yeah. So there's like 4-5 of us, and Tej, अहिले president चाहिँ Tej हो, म चाहिँ vice president हो.
Is it like a group, like Tonne group, and then you guys go?
Yeah, I mean, whoever, like, I'm close friends. Whoever wants to join, there are a bunch of guys who've gone on the road with us. But Tej र म चाहिँ constant हुन्छ.
मलाई पनि अब मेरो साथीहरूले ट्राभल गर्न मन लाग्यो यार भन्छ and then but they really have the हुन्छ नि parent word like कहीँ पनि पठाउँदैन के तर म अझै भन्छु like gotta rebel man हुन्छ नि if you want to go somewhere
just go bro, just fucking go bro. I remember this one time when I was a kid, like 14 or 15, I was just in grade 8 or 9. I didn't tell parents like Harma. I called them, I was in Pokhara. I had a great fucking time, dude. There was me and my Korean friend, है दुईजना मेरो पनि पैसा पनि थिएन त्यसको पैसामा अब यहाँ काठमाडौँमा यहाँ कलङ्कीबाट अहिले सोच्दा यस्तो हाँस उठ्छ कलङ्कीबाट मुडामा बसेर गइदिएको घन्टा त्यो काठको मुडा हुन्छ नि कहिले पोखरा ढाड दुखिसक्यो पोखरा आउनु छैन मुडामा बसेर and the whole ride something was stinking क्या fucking I could not complain right म्याक्रो बसमा सोच न अब यस्तो घुम्सिरहेको हुन्छ होइन त्यहाँदेखि एउटा पोइन्टमा त अचानक घाँडा भयो कि सुतेर यस्तो मुडामा छु होइन म अति अनस्टेबल यसो हेरेको त मेरो पछाडिको सिटको मुनि त बाख्रा पो रहेछ that's fucker stinking the entire time रहेछ that I'm like yeah you like fuck rebel bro like, स्कुलमा हुँदाखेरि त्यो जेम्स डिनको मुभी हेरेको थियो क्या हामीले स्कुलमा रेबल विदाउट अ कज भन्ने like I forget I know the movie होइन it was about he was a movie star नै हुन्छ त्यो मुभी भित्र नै Then त्यस्तैको बारेमा and it really hit me के once as a kid on the James Dean अब हैन like पुरानो बुढो एउटा टिचरले देखाएको थियो ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट मुभी ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट पनि थिएन होला अति नै पहिलाको त्यो लाइन rebel without a cause भन्ने bro actually can we type rebel without a cause I don't know if you haven't watched this movie I think you should watch it man it's 1955 movie yeah so school ma hunda part of the curriculum you dekhai थियो के movie and I was like hey man I used to think like mo pani James Dean ho I used to try to wear these kind of jeans and jacket and bike around a little bit like rebel भन्ने बित्तिकै मलाई चाहिँ अहिले पनि यो याद आउँछ it's funny like how one word can like lead to a very different part of your life and
I cannot stand when people अब relatives basically अब relatives अरूहरुकोमा नि उनीहरुले कस्तो प्रेसर दिन्छ के मेरो साथीहरुलाई पनि अनि किन दिमाग भित्र राखिराखे मान्छे रोइरहेछ मार्क्स आएन भनेर त्यो मार्क्स हैन आफ्नो उसको लागि पनि हैन के इट्स बिकज देयर गोना लाइक सोसाइटीमा यस्तो हुन्छ यस्तो भन्छ भनेर I'm like bro what like come on
but then again like we can't be going around and preaching everybody guys for them that's their fight you know like you and I we can't go and individually like tell everyone yo god it's for them bro like हामी पनि त अब we're not the best products either like, you know why listening to us like as if fucking we are like you know what I'm saying we are nobody dude we are just a couple of guys who have the liberty of having a mic and some kind of a platform like we're nobody like there are some podcasters who feel like fucking they are Sadhguru types I'm like bitch shut the fuck up you don't like त्यो what's the word I'm looking for त्यो complex हुँदो रहेछ के when someone gets a platform and no one's checking them like it gets to their head like that so and I see that a bunch of like I listen to a lot of podcasts and I see like म आफै पनि होला sometimes it gets to my head and I like trying to like check myself yo calm down like why did you think like that त्यो बेला चाहिँ याद हुँदैन कि तर त्यो बाइक कुदाउँदा सनामा बसिरहेको बेलामा where you are going through some kind of adversity to some extent त्यो flashback हुन्छ के okay I gotta be more humble I gotta like you know treat such and such अझै more deep way मा भनेर so yeah basically riding bikes long tours doing saunas 3 to 4 times a week working out recovery like yeah dog walking too seriously I would walk my dog almost every day like an hour in the morning so that's a very therapeutic experience too
मलाई त मान्छेहरू कहाँ हिपोक्रेसी लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि त्यही मान्छेले गर्दाखेरि त्यही मान्छेलाई लाइक को अब लेट्स सपोज एक्सिडेन्ट भयो होल वर्ल्ड इज हुन्छ नि लुकिङ एट द म्यान अनि हुन्छ नि लाइक लेट्स सपोज सिम्पथाइजिङ ओभर हाउ ही लस हिज लाइफ होइन तर अब त्यही कुरा बाटोमा कुकुर कोही मऱ्यो भने कसैले वास्ता गर्छ भने
मलाई कुकुरको कुरै नगरौँ र अहिले म आई गेट ड्याम सेन्टी यार पहिला आफ्नै कुकुर भएर पनि त्यो बाटोको कुकुरहरूको बाटो त्यो देख्दाखेरि आई वाज लाइक आई कुड टेक एभ्री वान अफ यु होम खालको जस्तो लाग्छ
त्यही त लाइक इभन इफ समबडी इज क्रसिङ बरु म चुप लाएर बस्दिन्छु पछाडि जे कराओस् आई जस्ट स्टप माई कार ल पास गर अनि पछि मात्रै निस्किन्छु कि वन्स यु बिकम अ डग ओनर and I think that you can really sympathize with a lot of dogs. I feel
everybody have to be a dog or a pet owner once in their life to it tickles your soft spots I mean like soft skills के भन्छ नि empathetic बनाउँछ के अझै म त्यही भन्न हेर्छु
मान्छेको लागि पो रुने मान्छेहरू छ कि हैन अस्ति लाइक उता where my dad works एउटा डग पालेको थियो अनि he ran away in the road अनि किचेर मार्दियो के हैन अब बिचाराको लागि को रुओस् कसले अकाउन्टेबिलिटी लोस् न त्यो मान्छे जसले मारेको हो त्यसले जेल जान्छ हैन मान्छेको पो अब लेट्स सपोज यु हेभ योर सेन्सेस फर योरसेल्फ टु बी लाइक
मान्छे किच्दा त के हुँदैन यो देशमा कुकुरको त कुरै छोड्दैन
त्यही त भनेको अब यु हेभ योर सेन्सेस टु मेक द राइट डिसिजन इभन इन रोड हैन लेट्स सपोज आफूले मिस्टेक गरेको भयो तर बिचारा कुकुरलाई त के थाहा त हैन इट्स लाइक गर सिम्पथाइज विथ द डग्स एज वेल त्यो पिट्ने मान्छेहरूदेखि हुन्छ नि कुकुरलाई लाइक कम अन म्यान हुन्छ नि यस्तो घरमै आफ्नो छोरा जस्तो पालेको कुकुर दिमागमा चुस्सो हुन्छ कि मलाई मनै चिसो हुन्छ
कुकुरहरूको आँखा क्या दे से सो मच थ्रु देयर आइज म्यान आई स्वेयर
एसडी कार्ड
Brother, I think we'll have to round it up. I got a meeting at 6 ki Balwatarma.
हुन्छ
I got a
हुन्छ
rush also.
Sure. So like let's suppose 10 minutes
Please,
max.
please. Thanks.
It's like when you at least गएर हुन्छ नि के चाहिँ गर भन्छु कि know that the dog is senseless. उसलाई थाहा छैन, he doesn't know what's right or what is wrong. जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ.
Yeah, there are a lot of people like that dog also who don't know like what's right, what's wrong in this life. He's got no direction. Like metaphorically, they're out on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Out in the cold. So last month, even if you don't forget everything from today, just be a little more empathetic towards everything. Because you are pretty fortunate. I see you like like God has blessed you. Decent card deal got something like I see where you stay. Like it's pretty lit, man. Like I see a bathroom around down. It's pretty sick bathroom inside there, right? So yeah, just be more empathetic as a brother, as a friend who's experienced life more than you. That's my takeaway for you. Is like have empathy with everybody, regardless if it's garko, maid, unsaki, kukur, unsaki. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, more empathy, less sympathy. So all that fucking to Instagram ko yo hamro Nepali influencerहरूले त्यो repost गरिरहेको हुन्छ. That's all sympathy, fake ass Miss Nepal fucking like त्यो के भन्छ morality मेरो चाहिँ ठिक छ है खालके त्यो हुन्छ नि क्या. अति fake ass लाग्छ क्या मलाई. You don't need to post shit online. Like you don't think we are fucking on, we don't have a device or what? Like you think that news won't come to us? Like त्यो अब यस्तो I mean like you fake ass fuck with your fake ass sympathy, get the fuck out of here. Like block.
Well, yeah.
Or like truthfully bhana, if you are indifferent about that topic, I'll respect you more. But don't come around just because like the world is sympathizing towards something. You don't have to run and be a sheep and do the same. आज यो भोलि त्यो पर्सि त्यो like keep your sympathy to your fucking self.
And then a lot of people अब conclusion केही निस्केको छैन. They all have their हुन्छ नि illusion of perspective फालिहाल्छ कसैले नमागे पनि.
त्यो भर्च्यु सिग्नलिङ भन्छ नि. म चाहिँ भर्चुअस मान्छे हो. सिग्नल यो मैले पोस्ट गरेँ मिस नेपाल, ओके आई पोस्टेड, ओके म अब है आइएम गुड इन एभ्री वान्स बुक खालके क्या. मोस्ट फकिङ फेक एस फकिङ पिपल.
मलाई त अझै टेक्स्ट आएछ, लाइक पोस्ट आएछ, एन्ड देन इफ यु वोन्ट वेक अप टुडे नो वान विल भनेर. अब लाइक ब्रो के भन्ने कि मैले त्यसै. सो आई हेभ टु सेयर किन के अब कस्तो एकछिन त लाइक माइन्ड फक हान्दिएर क्या मलाई त. अब इट्स लाइक आई एम इन्टाइटल्ड टु हुन्छ नि लाइक सेयरिङ दिस जस्ट बिकज यु फिल इट. मलाई आई हेभ माई सेन्सेस, आई क्यान मेक ऱ्यासनल डिसिजन्स होइन. आई हेभ नट सेड एनिथिङ बिकज केही ऱ्यासनल कुरै आएको छैन होइन. सो आई क्यान जस्ट बी द सिप द्याट यु वान्ट मी टु बी. लाइक आई क्यान जस्ट सेयर इट जस्ट बिकज हुन्छ नि त्यो वोक मेन्टालिटीले त चल्नु भएन नि त भने त्यही हो क्या. आई हेट पिपल हु हेभ वोक मेन्टालिटी. दे पर्सिभ people as God, they perceive perspective as
Sadguru, you mean?
Sadguru चाहिँ होइन, but a lot of हुन्छ नि उनीहरूको perspective, they think
bro,
that
you post something Sadguruले quotes मा block. Come up with something original, you know, for once, for fuck's sake. Like so easy to repost, you know what I'm saying? Put up like a fucking ass photo and a quotation some Sadguru ke bhane thyo or some Mahatma Gandhi le ke bhanyo, and photo चाहिँ that your ass looking towards the sunrise or some shit. Chasing sunsets. Bitch, shut the fuck up now. Like no, I'm saying that because they have some kind of a platform, you know, like I mean, let's use it in a better way than to like, then just show your ass and fucking body or some shit like that. Like
yeah,
it's hard to take you seriously if your only skin in the game is your literal skin. It's hard to take you seriously. I'm not attacking, just like beauty. Yeah, God has blessed you with beauty, but use it properly. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many things you can use the gifts you have And don't get me wrong, there are so many respectful, respectable like men and women doing justice to their platform, but there's a majority of people who just don't understand like where and how we should lead the upcoming generation. For me, because leaving a legacy and path for the upcoming generation is super important. I might sound all high and mighty, but that is really one of the point important for me. Leave a legacy behind, right? That my kids can be proud of if and when I do have kids. Fucking dad is out there sending dick pics. Like, what the fuck? Like, your kids are gonna do the same.
I think a lot of people, that hounds, when you meet them, when you see them, you know whom to respect in terms of how they've built their platform. They for them, they're just following the trend, but also compound effect. I think that's my perspective.
Hopefully, but
So I think this podcast has been really
fun.
Enjoy.
I had a great time, though.
Right?
I had a fantastic
I
time.
think from the last podcast, I've kind of grown as well in terms of how
No, I can see. I mean, like I do follow your journey in this media stuff, and I see your consistency is pretty infectious. I might not be in touch with you every day, but whatever you put up there, I take my time and watch. In a way, and because I really like you, bro. Like, I won't be here if we didn't vibe, you know.
True.
I like you. You're still very vulnerable to new experiences, making new friends. Just be careful who you do business with. Just be careful. I would just say that much. Like, who you are, who you hang with.
True.
So you can come around here, talk about a lot of shit, but if you don't act accordingly, then you just come across a fake ass phony. That's my advice to you, and have empathy with everybody.
I'm gonna thank you once again for coming here.
I hope this is not the last time, dog. Like,
we're gonna do this. एक वर्षमा कति चोटी चाहिँ हुन्छ. But yeah, I think we'll do this episode again.
Fucking definitely. Can I plug in quickly?
Sure.
So NWC Warriors series. हाम्रो यो कहिले निस्किन्छ होला? Any idea, guys?
Next week.
Oh damn. Okay. Anyway, NWC Warriors series अब भइरहेको हुन्छ. यो भिडियो निस्किन्जेलसम्म I mean first round त सकिसकेको हुन्छ. तर हाम्रो NWC को फाइनल चाहिँ September 7th मा छ ट्याप आउट हलमा. Go check out like rookie fighters, up and coming Nepalese fighters perform and try a shot at the glory of winning NWC Warriors series को title. And तर हाम्रो major card चाहिँ त्यो अघि Instagram को page छ bro एकचोटि if you don't mind. Instagram को page, yes. NWC त ए by the way हाम्रो website पनि आउँदैछ छिटै. NWC anyway त्यो त पछि थाहा हुन्छ. हाम्रो Nepal Warriors Championship को date
I think
September,
यो Sunday सम्म आउँछ ढुक्कै.
September 28th भनौँ. September, get your tickets from IME Pay. They'll be out soon. अहिले त छैन तर यही हो हाम्रो. Go look us up on एक टक्कै फलो पनि थिच्देऊ न त्यहाँ. Thanks. जबरजस्ती.
ठिक छ. This is the other account.
के भन्छ हाम्रो यहाँ अलिक तल जानुहोस् त ब्रदर प्लिज. उयो युकीको फाइट आउँदैछ 28 सेप्टेम्बरमा. तल जानुहोस् त प्लिज बिस्तारी. यो सबै फाइट्सहरू हो कि फाइटर्सहरू आर फाइटिङ कम्पिटिङ एनडब्ल्युसीमा. अलिक तल अझै जानुहोस् बिस्तारी. स्क्रोल. या we really emphasize on quality proper content हुन्छ नि पोस्ट गर्ने. We have a really solid team. यो फाइट्सहरू आउँदैछ कि. So in lot of India versus Nepal fighters happening again. Main fight चाहिँ नेपाल versus France हो. त्यसको मुनि चाहिँ निकै छ. Anyway, having said that, thank you so much, brother. I really enjoyed this. I wish I can stay here more. I gotta be somewhere at 6 p.m. ki Balwatarma. I have to be there on time or else I'll look like a fool.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for being patient and taking all my bullshit like that, man. I really appreciate it.